Krista, if I say touchdown on paper, what's your response?
Do you need a pen?
Nope. Hold up.
No, you're supposed to say
Touchdown on paper.
unbreaded.
Right. Write that shit down. Touchdown on paper.
Unbreaded.
That shit. Touchdown paper.
Unbreaded.
Right. Touchdown paper. I never gave a shit. This was never to these. Touchdown paper.
Unbreaded.
Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday night's main event. We are live. We got a little bit to talk about tonight. Hang on. I got stuff playing on the background there. All right, there we go. I got all kind of crap going on. But it's Tuesday night's main event. We got a full panel here. We got peeps. We may have a special guest joining us in a little while. I don't know. Maybe it's clickbait. Maybe it's not. But
totally not
doing
clickbait.
Tonight? We got a little bit to talk about. There's a few things going on the interwebs. And, you know, we got Minority Home here because I think she's the reason I got my Twitter account unbanned. She sent that tweet out, and I think that's the reason why. But I'm ready to talk about what's going on because the Meltdown has been 2016 level of glorious. But we got a full panel. So, Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Are you sick? Are you unbreaded? How you feeling?
Well, I'm still on amoxicillin and all that stuff. I had strep throat. I'm like a fucking 12-year-old, apparently. I had strep throat, which was why I was feeling so shitty on Friday. So I went to the doctor for the first time in like a dozen years or something. So I'm feeling a lot better, though. I actually went to the gym for the first time. I don't think I'm contagious anymore. So at least I hope not, because I went to the gym. But yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. Elon Musk is causing a meltdown. Simply the idea of freedom of speech is enough to make these people absolutely lose their fucking minds.
Yes. And it has been beautiful. Somebody's got some background noise, so I don't know what's going on with the microphones there.
It's for sure, Mike. When you're typing, I think it's picking up like your mic keeps raising. That's what it is.
Okay, gotcha.
Are you saying I was right when I profiled before the stream?
You'll be correct. It doesn't make it not correct.
I fucking hate you, Ryan.
Isn't that how it's supposed to go?
I am so happy that I was able to successfully bully Young Rippa into playing Fortnite, and now he's hooked.
Oh man,
it's so great. So how you enjoying life now? You play Fortnite?
Fuck, man. All is good, man. I'm fucking. Obviously, we had a blast on that game. I also picked back up Outriders and playing all these old ass games now, having some fun. So yeah, we'll be talking about, or what we'll be talking about today, certainly has been the topic of conversation for my show. So it's gonna be great to certainly dive into it.
Hell yeah.
And because like you said, the reaction I think is certainly, or the ramifications is very important to talk about, but it's always good to be here on a Tuesday.
Yep.
Speaking of games that like old games, were you playing Babylon's Fall for a while when that came out?
Yeah.
Was that you, Ripple?
You were.
There was like 7 people on Steam playing that the other day.
So I could play it and I'll be the top stream. Well, I was the top streamer when I was playing it before anyway. It didn't matter. So I returned.
You can pull a J. You can pull a J where there's a game that's got 12 people. Yeah.
That's how you win right there.
Yeah, I heard that. The hijabi gamer cat, how you doing?
I'm great. Last week of Ramadan. So overjoyed.
I don't know what any of that means, so I'm just messing with you. We talk about it every week on here. Ryan's always profiling you and questioning you about all these things.
I'm
glad it's the last fucking week too, personally. So there we go.
Yeah, I know. I hear you're fasting, and it's been a struggle for you too.
I know. I feel like I'm fasting.
We got the person's usually backstage. But she's on the panel right now, and that's Minority Home. She's usually taking notes. How are you, Steph? You got a 330,000 view video here on Geeks and Gamers, all because
that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So,
Doing
how
pretty
you
good.
doing?
I wasn't expecting to be on the panel.
I know I forgot to bump you backstage, but we'll keep you here for a bit. So
Okay.
I'm
Doing good though. Thank you.
Yeah,
Glad I
good.
got your Twitter account back now. Not gonna take
Yes.
credit.
yes. Yeah, but it's good to have you here. Appreciate you. So Joe fucking Saya is here. Have you hit 1 million subs yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Makes me
Getting
sad.
there.
That's fine.
Getting there.
No, it's been hilarious and a lot of fun just watching everyone freak out on Twitter for the past couple days, and it's just been great. So I'm excited to talk about all that tonight.
It has been awesome, dude, and that's obviously what we're going to be talking a lot about that tonight.
But I do want to point out the thing that makes me even more happy is watching Ripa play Fortnite. I love seeing that.
Dude, I was legit shocked. I was like, wait a minute, did he just like put a fake Rip up there or something? Like,
Yeah, got another one down. Krigler's the next one on the list. So
yeah, and no bullshit. Like Ripa's fucking good as hell, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's especially on the snipes, man. It's good stuff. So that's it's
Love
a good
it.
game, man. The no build stuff is really good. I still don't know if you can
Absolutely.
do. I don't know if you can do a private lobby. Like if we were to do like a premium stream, if we could do a private lobby of battle royale no build, would we be able to do that? Is that something we can do?
I think so.
So
I'm
that's
not sure.
something
I'd
like-
have to look into it. I'll look into it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I
I,
could get-
I thought they had like a good like custom
Yeah.
match
they
setup.
do have a really.
Yeah.
You can make
Well-
anything whatever you want.
Well, yeah.
it
The
to be.
reason I asked though, because I'm pretty sure they have a good, but since no build is so new, I don't know if they have that part.
Oh,
of the
like you take off
rotation
the
yet,
building.
so-
Yeah.
Right.
So we can look into that, but I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll add it at some point because no build
That'd be
seems
a
to
cool
be.
little tourney.
Yeah,
that
That
would
would
be fun.
be.
That'd be
That would
really
be
fun.
cool as hell. That'd be real good.
that'd
like
be pretty. I think that a lot of fellow folks would be very into watching that shit. for sure.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
totally.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be damn good, man. So we can definitely do something like that. So, Epic Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Dude, this Twitter thing is crazy, man. Followers are like pouring in on everybody's pages. I'm watching old accounts resurrect, watch drunk 3PO lose his fucking mind and talk to himself for 3 hours. It's kind of crazy. No, it's actually been really entertaining. I normally hate Twitter getting on it. It's like a slog, but today I'm like, man, I can't get off of this. This is some good shit. So
I know.
yeah.
Yep.
It's
But
the
also-
first time I've genuinely enjoyed Twitter in a long time. 'Cause usually it's a thing where I'm just like, when I say I enjoy it, I do enjoy making money from it, like roasting fucking left-wing lunatics and all. But like now it just seems like it feels like an even playing field. So it's like, I don't care if there are people on there that hate me or
Yeah.
disagree with
Yeah.
me. It just feels like now I can come back at them and not have to worry about the bullshit of like I might get suspended or whatever. And that's that's not to say that it's not going to happen at some point, but it just feels that way.
Yeah.
We'll obviously get deeper into that, but it is cool. It is good stuff.
It's been dope. So Hell
George the Giant Slayer. What up, George?
Doing good. I'm enjoying watching this Marxist meltdown. It's like they're all begging their mama for milk, going, "Please save me." I mean,
Oh,
watching
man.
it is beautiful. I
It
mean, we
has
haven't-
been fantastic.
They're great. But when you see their, it was like Posobiec has all these pictures of employees tweeting. It's like, this is our policy. How can this guy take it over? They're content moderators.
Yep.
It's like watching their heads explode. It's beauty.
It is strange. And by the way, I did see someone said the link for George's channel is broken, probably on the links that we're sharing. So just check into that, Krista. By the way, hi, Krista. 20,000 followers on Twitter. How are you doing?
Hi, I know. Oh my gosh. I think it's because my Twitter is very educational and you find a lot of facts on there, Perfect for children and older people, especially your grandma. So
Nice. That's weird because I hit 20,000 today too, and it was right
You hit
after I told.
20,000?
Yeah, and it was right
Holy
after I
shit.
told somebody that I fucked their mom's nasty pussy. So I don't know.
So that just means Twitter has
yeah.
opportunities for everyone.
That's right. Thank you, Elon.
I mean, Ryan's being educational, just in a different way.
Yeah, I really just want I just want the only thing I want from Elon is for me to be able to call people retards. That's really like the one thing that I want on Twitter because it's part of my normal day vocabulary and it's required for me to use it on a social media platform like Twitter.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And we did have a Streamlabs I wanted to get to really quick. Zanaximus for, let me pull it up. Why is it loading right now? Zanaximus for $75. Hail Geeks and Gamers. Protagonist was last week. So this week, can you name your favorite villain antagonist from a game? One of mine. Let's see. It took hundreds to kill me, but I killed humans by the thousands. Look at me. I am sublime. I am the true face of evil. Lucia Blight. So that's a good discussion. I'm gonna hold off on that one for everybody, so everybody has the you can be thinking about your answers for later on. So Zanaximus, thank you, and you gave us a great topic last week, because we want to start out with the obvious stuff with Twitter, because that's going to create probably a big discussion, for us to have. So thank you, Zanaximus. Thank you for all the support on the on the Twitch channel and on here. Really do appreciate you. And all the super chats, we'll get to them momentarily. But let's start out tonight. Elon Musk, Twitter. Now, right now, I am so, it's so fun to be on Twitter. It just is. It's usually not something I would ever say. But it is fun to be on Twitter. And yes, I do have my account back after nearly 2 years of it being suspended. Drunk 3PO got his account back. He got hit with a DMCA. I got hit with a DMCA for Naughty Dog for my Scott Steiner meme. Big Abby Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear me. Rippa knows that one real good. Big Papa Pump. The big bad booty daddy.
I had a lot of fun with that.
Ricada got his original Twitter account back as well.
I saw that. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So essentially, I don't think that Elon Musk is sitting there going, hey, that Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, let's get his account back. Hey, that drunk 3PO. I don't think that's happening. I don't think he has any influence in terms of direct influence right now. I think that we're just seeing that the system is it's being affected. You know what I mean? Because essentially all I did is I appealed my suspension again, something I've done about 10 times already, and it got rejected every single time. Today, I sent the appeal in. Because I asked Jay, I was like, what did you do? He said, I just sent the appeal. So I sent my appeal in, and within an hours, they came back and they said that they were lifting the suspension on my account. So it's more so just his influence of him that he's going to start having complete control now. So I think it's disrupted the system. That's my take on it at this point. And so, I don't know exactly, what it is. Hang on. As a matter of fact, I think we have him here. To ask. Elon Musk is about to join us, ladies and gentlemen. We're actually going to get to ask him what exactly is going on. Welcome, Elon Musk. How you doing, bud?
Wrong one.
What is this?
All right. Hello.
Hi.
Elon?
Is it
Hang on.
There.
Oh my God.
There he is.
Wow. He fully went for it, man.
You're muted, Jay. You're
Can
muted.
you hear me okay now?
Yes,
His name
we
is
got you.
Elon.
I'm sorry, Elon. Elon. What?
You're gonna get us all killed. What are you doing?
It's been a great day
Your
today.
Majesty.
It's been a great day today.
That's a terrible fucking green screen.
Hey, listen, I've got better things to do. You know?
He just spent $44 billion. He doesn't have money for a fucking green screen.
Yeah, but you're happy with this, aren't you there, Jimmy? You happy
Yes.
with this?
I am very happy. I'm very happy. Can I personally thank you for actually looking at the direct appeal that I had and bringing my account back? Thank you. My account. You brought it back. You
did?
directly brought my account back.
Listen, I don't care about that, Jimmy. I just want to say to young Ripper here, I'm a big fan.
Thanks,
I am African American, if you didn't know.
That's true.
And
we do
I'm
share
so
that
glad
similarity
that
there. So,
you know, we own Twitter now, and we're taking it back, brother. Me and you, taking it back.
I appreciate that.
This guy, I don't like him too much because he just, I don't know what he says. He's just angry all the time. Needs to be happy. Need to be happy. Twitter's back, Ryan. Be happy for once, okay?
Oh, I would. Unlike you guys, I was never banned. I follow the rules on Twitter.
I tried to get banned. They would not ban me. I tried. I
Uh,
literally was saying things like Trump won.
I looked into that, and the reason why they didn't ban you is because of that hairpiece that you're wearing on the top of your head.
My account is
They
broken.
don't want to ban people that wear what do you call those things?
Tablecloths.
Hijabs.
Tablecloths.
Table-
Okay, that's it.
But
Oh,
my
look,
account
there's
is
Epic
broken.
Mike. He's there. His Twitter's
Oh,
insignificant, so we'll talk to somebody
Hi,
else.
fucking Elon.
So,
Oh, wow.
Jimmy, when you got your Twitter back,
Just
Jimmy,
come
how
the
was
fuck
it?
outta
Were you
here.
happy?
You know,
Were
it's all
people
about the
upset?
numbers. It's all about the fucking numbers, right, Jay? You know?
Elon.
Oh man.
No, fuck Jay. No.
Yeah, I had to let Drunk 3PO get his account back. He
That's really cool of
he
you.
went a
man.
How do
little
you feel?
nuts
Well,
there,
real
talking
quick,
to
Elon.
himself.
Real
But,
quick,
you know.
Elon. Yeah. What do you feel about him talking to himself for 3 hours?
I
don't know.
It's entertaining. I think it's entertaining. He's
Oh,
a funny
gotcha.
little guy over there with a big forehead, and I appreciate big foreheads like me and Ryan. You know, that just means we got big brain. Derek
Right.
July has a big forehead too for an African American, but he wears a hat to cover it up because he wants people to think he's stupid, but he's not. He's actually.
That's the difference.
You shouldn't have-
Elon, I have a question for you. What does Amber Heard's asshole taste like?
He broke him. He broke him.
That's an interesting question. Remember that Little Caesar's bat pizza that you had? How good was that, Ryan?
Well, I mean, that tastes incredible, but that thing didn't shit right next to me
So
in
there
bed
you go.
either.
There you go. That's why Johnny Depp stayed with her that long. So just that's the only thing I can say about that.
I respect it.
Hey, what is up with that guy? What's up with that hillbilly at the end there with the girly lights? What is he in his closet? What is that? And what is
What's
that
up,
big
Elon?
pole sticking out? Like, what is that? Oh, that's your
Elon?
microphone. Okay, you trying to compensate for something? Oh, I see. Yeah, you used to get millions of views on your channel. Hey, doing it so well today, is it? I'll see what I can do, buddy. We'll see. You got to put my picture in more often. Jimmy's laughing. He's up there. He's having a good time. He's
I'm
happy
having
his
a good
Twitter's
time.
back.
I'm happy my Twitter's back. I really appreciate that. I mean, it's been 2 years. You buy it within 1 day.
That's great,
and now-
Jimmy. Anyway, Eric, can I call you Eric?
Yeah, that's fine. That works, Elon.
You know, we're gonna move the Twitter things back into Texas. I'm looking at Austin or Houston. Do you have like a preference where we should go?
I say, I don't know about Austin. I know
Well, he
you got
doesn't really
Tesla
know.
over there.
Like, he
I know
doesn't
it'd
leave
be
the house.
easier
Like,
to streamline it.
we're
'cause
talking to
Tesla's
two
over there.
people that tried to play basketball, Ryan, that injured themselves in a week. You know, Jimmy over there and then young Rippa, and then they talk all this trash.
It's true.
They don't know how to play basketball.
Oh,
I think
will
me and
say,
Ryan
Elon,
can take you like with no problems. I think we can take you no problem.
problem. Me and Elon could take you. And Elon, I have
Absolutely.
heard that Houston is, there's a lot of African Americans in Houston, so I think that you'd
Those
fit
are my
right in
people.
there. So
Those are
Well,
my people.
I
I
mean,
gotta tell you, those are
George
my
the Giant
people.
Slayer, very, very versed in Houston. So, what do you think, George?
Yeah, I think it's a great place. But I'm curious to think, what does Elon think about Canadian bears?
Ooh, that's an interesting question right
I
there.
don't even know what you're
hey,
talking about. and
yeah,
like,
Elon,
I'm starting
yeah,
to get a little
Elon,
angry.
Elon, if you're not familiar with Canadian bear, we can actually show you the Canadian bear.
I don't know
really
if I have
quick.
time for that. Canadian bear. I'm a Canadian bear. We're harmless Canadian bears. I'm a Canadian bear. I'm a Canadian bear. Being on anything. If I saw that on my Twitter now, you are allowed to say the word retarded when referring to that person on Twitter. Just that's a new rule. Let me call my staff and make it so. Please don't ever play that again. If not, I will buy YouTube and ban you, Jimmy. I'm done with it, Jimmy. You shouldn't play that anymore. I'm just saying.
I don't know if that's a positive comment or a negative comment, but hey, whatever works for you, right? So
When you have $44 billion to spend on a social media app, it doesn't matter what people think.
Elon, what about these rumors that you're going to be buying Activision and I've heard Bungie? Please?
It's not true. That's not true. The next thing I'm going to buy is McDonald's because my heart hurts for my friends that constantly get their orders wrong. I don't appreciate that. We want it hot. We want it fast. We want it now. The videos were entertaining, but they got to get that right, man.
Fix those ice cream machines.
I'm not worried about that. It's about the fish fillet, extra tartar sauce. That's what it's all about. The
Elon Musk likes extra tartar sauce.
We like extra tartar sauce. That's
He
right.
likes all the tartar sauce on his fish.
Are you jealous there, sir? That probably needs a haircut. I'm just
I'm really jealous of that.
Hey, I'm gonna send you some money, Mr. Epic Mike, because
you just
there's
claimed you were
nothing
friends with
epic
a
about
racist.
your backdrop. Your backdrop is the least epic thing about that square. I don't know what's going on there, but we need to do something about that.
It's fine. Listen. It's a funny
send me your PayPal. I'll send you $3. It'll make a big improvement in your life. I'm just telling you right now.
I'm gonna join in on every single stream that Drunk 3PO has to try to help that
he's
guy
a good
out.
guy. He's a good lad.
Yeah,
he's a little strange at times, but he's a good lad.
He talked to himself for 3 hours on Twitter. I don't know. I might have to say
I just want to say welcome back. I agree. RK Outpost up there tweeted something I think is very profound. There's definitely a new energy in the air. Something smells good. Twitter's back, baby. You're going to love it. Disney's going down by the state of Florida, and Netflix is over. I'm out, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Elon. That was awesome. All right. Hey, a lot of people have been looking for the exclusive, interview.
We got to hear first. That's why you got
to hear first. So,
right. I really expected him to sound a little more like a hugely autistic savant than Drunk 3PO. Yeah.
That was good. That was good stuff. All right. So yes, that is the discussion, and that is the topic of the night is Twitter and what has happened with Twitter. So if you are not aware, which I'm pretty sure the entire world is, but Elon Musk has now officially purchased Twitter for $44 billion. Now, I'm sure that, and I'm sure there's a long process about when he's actually going to actually take control of it. And like I said earlier, with my account returning Drunk 3POs, and I think as his account he's appealed it. So I would imagine he's going to get his heel versus babyface account back at some point. Sooner rather than later, I would hope. But I don't think that Elon has any direct impact. It's the indirect impact of that. So what do you guys think about that in terms of a lot of these accounts returning? Tucker Carlson, surprised we haven't seen the Babylon Bee tweet yet. That they haven't done anything. So what do you guys think about the overall thing about all these accounts returning and the influx in followers? Because all of our followers have boosted as well. I think that's just a lot of people coming back to the platform.
That is 1000% what I think the influx of followers is. It's a lot of people that have one or two people following them as they're just coming on because they've been staying away from Twitter for so long, wanted nothing to do with it because let's be real, you can only have one valid opinion. You have to watch your step around everything else. I think that's why we're seeing this huge surge in everybody's following and interaction and everything right now. In terms of the accounts coming back, personally, what I think is that not everyone that works at Twitter is a leftist echo chamber activist. I think there are some normal people that work there that felt under the boot. And now with this coming in, with this regime change at Twitter and everything being different, I think those people are very much feeling like now when I see something come across my desk, I can fix it. When I see something come across my desk, I don't have to get worried about being fired by somebody else. Like this company is going to change. That's why I think all this stuff's coming back.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, because it's what happened to me was such a ridiculous thing. It was a Scott Steiner meme. I'll show everybody. I'm sure most of you have seen it already, but it's just a meme of Scott Steiner as Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. So this is what I got hit for the DMCA claim. Now this is prior to the game coming out, and this is what I got hit for. And of course, once they hit me with it, then I just kept reposting it because I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm not gonna not post this. I did nothing wrong. It's a altered version of Abby, and it's got Scott Steiner's head on it, and it's funny as hell. And so that's what got me hit. Now, I actually talked to, I can't remember their name. who was it, Ryan, that they were running? Musso, was that it? The legal
Musso,
department.
Musso was the ones that were doing it for Sony,
right,
at the direction of Naughty Dog. Yeah.
So I talked to them a while back, and they even told me, they're like, yeah, we'll look into it. Just send us the information. I sent it, and they said, yeah, we'll contact Twitter on it. That never happened, or maybe it just got lost in the shuffle or whatever. But like, we won all of our, battles, our legal battles with Musso and Naughty Dog on the YouTube side, because YouTube actually has, the system in place where you can appeal. And we won all of our appeals when they tried to strike us for this. But that's what mine got hit for. I can't remember what Jay's got hit for. Was it the Gina
DMCA
saxophone?
for the Careless Whisper? Yeah.
Okay. And then Az got hit for All Men Must Die, the Game of Thrones tweet, or quote. So that's a situation where, if you have, a good department or a good, resources department that's looking at these things, it's common sense that these accounts should never have been suspended. So I think Ryan's actually got a really good, valid point on that. Maybe people are just actually doing their jobs now. Shockingly enough.
But they have actually normal human beings there. I
think so.
Like it's a cult environment. I mean, outside of somebody sweeping the floors, I really wouldn't think that a lot of them would do.
I think that there's a lot of people that probably work for a lot of these companies that stay very, very quiet, very quiet. But the people that are at the top of it probably voice themselves very loudly with that leftist nonsense. And the people that are there that believe differently were never allowed to publicly say anything, and they had to stay in line to do whatever they needed to do. I think Ryan's 100% spot on.
It's just like Hollywood. It's just like Hollywood. All the big producers and most of the actors and actresses, all these elites out there, they probably all think very similar, like we see in Hollywood. But the key grips, the sound guys, the cameramen, the people sweeping the floor, there's so many people that go into a production like that. Those are the people who are in reality, a big portion, the people that are seeing these appeals and stuff. So if they don't feel pressured by the people that are in charge, I think then that they can actually act like a rational person.
Yeah. Well, I think it was good. In that way, I agree with you. I think it was good that they locked everything down. I think the last thing that I read today was that the whole process is supposed to take about 5 months to follow the SEC guidelines. Everything's supposed to take 5 months till it turns over. Because remember, you have to pay out all the shareholders, you have to follow all the deadlines. But someone made a comment that they were supposed to stay after the election, but I couldn't find anything to verify that. It's supposed to take 4 to 5 months for the whole thing to be done.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing is so I guess the question is this 100% done, or are there still some legal loopholes that could?
No, he got the financing. They accepted it. Okay. See, the financing is when he first put the deal forward, they were like, "Where's your financing?" Because he's using part of his Tesla stock, and then he's getting a loan against an evaluation against Twitter.
It's about half and half, it seems like right now. About half of it is cash on hand, and about half of it's going to be financed through a couple different banks. Yeah. Now, I do think that there technically could still be a shareholder vote, right, George?
Yes,
for a publicly traded company like this. So if the shareholders decided that they did not want money, that if enough of them voted a certain way, then Elon Musk could not take over. And actually, Twitter would owe him $1 billion since they've already agreed to go through this process.
Correct.
But that's not a super high likelihood of that happening, considering shareholder pressure is what made the board cave to begin with.
Right, because of what he's offered. He's offered a 38% premium. And remember, he based that off of the Goldman Sachs report, which said I think their shares were when Goldman Sachs put up their evaluation was $32 a share or $33 a share, and so he offered what he did. That's why it was impossible for them. I think it was between his offer and then what DeSantis did last Wednesday, when he was like, maybe the state of Florida needs to take a look at suing Twitter, and maybe other states should join in if they have their pension funds tied into Twitter, because they're like, you're not being fiduciarily responsible to your shareholders if you have such a great offer. And they couldn't find anybody. I think that was the other thing. I think they were shopping around. Hey, does somebody else want to up the bid? I didn't want to give it to him, but it shows you what happens when you have a public company like that and the board of directors don't have enough shares. I mean, that was one of their big problems.
Yep. Hey, it's Jay, Drunk 3PO, buddy. How you doing, man?
Sorry, I'm late.
You
That's
missed
all right.
Elon Musk.
I would
I saw the
appreciate I would appreciate if you could get here a little earlier because we had a pretty important guest that you missed. But I mean, whatever, got your more important things that going on, I guess.
Too busy
Well,
talking to himself on Twitter.
I
Yeah.
think
He
we
was
just got
way
the
too
Babylon Bee back on Twitter.
Officially?
I
Like,
think.
did they tweet? Because I didn't see that. I looked.
account-
And I
Go on their
didn't,
Twitter, Ryan? I think they're back.
When I looked at
see
their
them.
Twitter the other day, like you could actually see it. It didn't say suspended, but they hadn't had any
okay.
activity from it.
right. Yeah.
So I don't know.
March 20th is the last time that they tweeted.
I keep checking it, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen anything. So,
But I am like this whole thing has been really, really good to watch the meltdown. So Rippa, what's your take on all this?
Well, I mean, that's to me the only thing that's valuable from it. Is exactly that. Is the fact that there are people that the right people are pissed off at this. You know what I mean? Like I've said many, many times, it was never for me about giving a shit whether people trusted or not trusted Elon. It's the fact that so many people have now told on themselves and also have seen themselves out. Because the whole fun with Twitter for this group of people was the fact that they existed on a platform where they controlled the narrative through various means of what they call moderation, which is not actually that. It's more just suppression of a particular side. And it really ramped up in the last few years, whether it be with the vaccine stuff, but election and all of that, in which it was bizarre kind of take where Twitter would actually intervene with that sort of stuff when they historically had never done that. So for them to know how powerful that was for them and that to come under threat just makes them so terrified that they would ever share a fucking platform with people that they deem as their political enemies, that that in which would the playing field will be largely even in some case. That's what they're fucking afraid of. Because Twitter of old, I mean, that's all it was. I mean, Twitter was the Wild West back in the gap, man. I mean, you can find this is why so many people get in trouble with their old tweets that are still up, because that was normal. Like you could say that word that rhymes with maggot and all that. No consequence. It was
my
awesome.
favorite.
It was fantastic to be on there. But if he like I said right before the show, Elon has everything to gain to actually follow through with this, because especially financially, mainly because you're seeing what you see right now, which everybody follower counts going up because you're having a rush to the like people are coming back on the platform, and those are people that of course are going to be in the eyes of advertisers and stuff like that. There's so many ways they're going to be able to monetize this, and it's going to be fantastic for him. So he even has a financial gain certainly from that. But the right people are mad. The right people are mad, and that to me is the hilarious thing about it all. We'll see what happens if he continues to follow through. But I think just the threat of him having lax moderation on their platform is enough to make these guys fucking just go crazy and tell on themselves.
Yes, and I've been seeing it just on me having my account back. I mean, the copium is off the charts right now, and people are just losing it. And I don't know what type of world that you have to live in where you're scared of someone you don't like having an opinion, but we've seen it so much. But I don't want the people that hate me to not be on Twitter. I want you to be on Twitter. I want you to be on Twitter so we can.
They have nowhere to go.
I want to be able to. I said that today. I said even if the people that most vehemently disagree with me, I want you to have a platform because it makes it that much easier for me to make fun of you. Like that's the bottom line, and you expose yourselves. I want all these people out there saying this stupid shit. I want that to happen. And when you are so adverse to the most normie definition of free speech you could possibly have, essentially speech that isn't illegal, and it causes this type of meltdown, it's because they're going to lose their echo chamber. It's because they're going to lose their ability to control the narrative on one platform. That's all that's going. They still have,
which is still a relatively small platform. Which is still a comparatively speaking.
They still have Facebook. They still have Google. They still have all this other stuff. It's this one thing that's causing this much pushback and this much freak out. And I said it last night as it felt like a party on Twitter, but it's going to get worse.
No.
Like with the amount of L's that they've taken over the past couple weeks in terms of with Disney, with
Netflix.
Jay mentioned, well, I think Elon maybe mentioned it with the Netflix drop, like all this stuff that's coinciding one after another, CNN Plus, they're probably going to start to get very fearful, which means the attacks will only get more outlandish and more obtrusive in our everyday lives.
Did you,
Right, but I think,
Ryan,
I
did
think
you?
there's a
Oh, I'm
Go
sorry. I
ahead.
was just asking Ryan. Did you see, or because I know, I almost said Jimmy. Sorry, Jeremy doesn't follow Mark Hamill, but they're starting to say the people that were like anti-Trump people are out there saying, "I've just lost 8,000 followers. I just lost 6,000 followers," and like while all of us are gaining, it's like they seem to be losing. So you just wonder if it's like the bots or like
I think it's some people that are legitimately like deleting, you know, that are legitimately, I've had enough of this, you know, and delete. And I mean, if Mark Hamill loses 5,000 followers, how many does he have? A couple million, probably. So even that's not that big of a deal, but it's a little of both, I'm sure.
Well, and I think the great thing about this is, even though it's one, because like Ryan just mentioned, you have Facebook and then you have Google and YouTube, but I think the thing that's important is this is the first time in a decade that you have one of the masters of the universe, one of the tech gods who actually got cut. And that's the point, is that when that happens, people finally get to wake up and see they're not indestructible. You can start, and people feel empowered to have a voice again. And when people start speaking up, it's just kind of like how after the pandemic, how after the lockdowns, when people started taking off their masks, and all of a sudden, you started hearing some government say, "We want to put masks back on." People are like, "I'm not going to do that." Like, we went through it once. When people lose their voice and then they gain it back, much harder to take it away from them.
Yeah, that's very true. Ryan, pull up that clip of the MSNBC guy, and this is one of the most ridiculous thing. Like the fact that they don't have the self-awareness to understand that they're admitting it. They're admitting everything that was a problem for Twitter in the past. This is so funny.
You own all of Twitter or Facebook or what have you. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't even have to be transparent. You could secretly ban one party's candidate or all of its candidates, all of its nominees, or you could just secretly turn down the reach of their stuff and turn up the reach of something else. And the rest of us might not even find out about it till after the election. Elon Musk says this is all to help people because he is just a free speech, philosophically clear, open-minded helper.
What, like this guy's so fucking stupid, because if you've listened to Elon, not only is he talking about lack of censorship and more freedom of speech, he's also very specifically right after that said, I believe that it's important for Twitter to have trust, not only in reality, but in impressions. So he wants to open source it. He wants to show everybody what they're doing. So that wouldn't even be a factor. But this motherfucker's describing what just happened in our last election cycle.
Yeah,
because they're stuck on it. They're stuck on it. See, that's why Musk, look, they view him as the coming of Trump #2.
Yep.
Yeah,
well,
they do.
The thing is, they admitted this shit. Facebook admitted they were fucking with algorithms. All these companies flat out, they do it after every election because they want you to know, yeah, you don't have any fucking power. And we all saw big tech step in and go, hey, you know, Twitter shutting people the fuck down. You know, first it was about the election, then it was about COVID, you know, and so they got empowered, and then they're so stupid to assume, they're like, well, you know, look what they're going to do to us. If, you know, like, yeah, but you admitted you did that to us. You know, you admitted you did that to your political opponents. Right. You literally pushed a sitting president off your platform, and regardless for the reason of it, everybody said, you do this, that's wrong. And they're like, shut the fuck up. You don't get to tell us what we do. We do what we want to do here. And now somebody steps in and says, hey, I don't want this to be so one-sided. I think it should be even. It's not even, it's not like Donald Trump went and bought Twitter. You know, it's Elon fucking Musk, and they're like, well, it doesn't matter because now somebody that we don't always agree with, someone that doesn't always see the way we see it, has now bought this thing and now taken away from us the ability on one fucking platform. You know, they were the first people when Trump got kicked off of Twitter to say, well, go find your own platform. Go start your own thing. Go do your own shit somewhere else. Nobody gives a fuck. And as soon as somebody says, cool, well, now your thing is my thing. Now I own the shit. They're like, right. What am I supposed to fucking do? I'm just going to leave the platform. Whatever. I don't fucking care. I'll go do my own fucking thing. You know, because they're petty as fuck, and they don't realize how, They
But
don't
that's
realize
what
how they're
happens.
completely exposing their fucking playbook to everybody and showing that they really are as petty and as stupid as we've always accused them of being. And that, but before they would just ban you for saying.
Come on, we
Listen.
have conversations all the time. I mean, the whole thing is normal human beings, they're able to agree and disagree and go, hey, let's go have a beer later or go eat something. No one cares. These people, they cannot take a point of view that's different. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen to President Butterbean and his followers on Twitter. Let's see what they really are. Are they actually over 1 million or are they down to 8,000?
I mean, anyone that spoke out, so you're talking, I mean, he had Alex Jones, he was gone. Then they took the president out. Then they had to find someone speaking out, so they went after Joe Rogan. They almost got Joe Rogan stopped. And then now it's tax the rich, everyone, except Disney. Don't tax Disney. We don't want to tax Disney, but tax everyone else that's rich. Don't tax Disney.
And that's the whole thing. They don't. There's no consistency. There's no foundation with these groups of people. And it's, to me, this is just the beginning of what I think is going to be a much bigger problem as we move, into the next few years. But can't be reliant upon one individual to go, okay, well, Elon's there, great. Let's just no. You have to continue to speak out against this stuff. And now that we're seeing what's going on with Disney, what's happened with CNN Plus, which I don't even think it's right to put CNN Plus in this conversation. But like I said, with CNN, with Netflix and with Disney, the things are changing, but it's the very beginning of it. There's a lot of work to be done, And as Ryan said, I mean, their desperation is about to hit next level. Like, these people are going to go crazy.
Well, and this is kind of the problem with what happened when Trump became president was, there's a lot of like conservatives and Republicans, whoever, who got very lax because of that. And they were like, oh, well, we have Trump as president, so we're good. And that's the thing, is that the other side of the political aisle, the leftists, they never stop. They will never stop fighting for what their ideologies are. And so, if we continue to, have these victories and then, kind of sit back a little bit after that, then they're just going to keep on coming. They're not going to stop, So that's the thing that we have to keep in mind.
Josiah, you hit it on the head. I mean, think of the fact that, it's great what Elon is doing, like what Jeremy just said, but it's actually a sad thing that we had to wait on some billionaire to bring us our rights that we're supposed to have already. We never should have gotten here. I mean, when it really comes down to it, if we get this shot back to having free speech and that starts making the whole cookie crumble, hopefully we never let it go again, because we're the ones, when we look in the mirror, we're the ones who are like talking all these years. A lot of boomers did. They're like, oh, that one thing the leftists are doing is crazy. Don't worry about it. It'll never go further than this. It's just someone else will take care of it. Someone else. And then you wake up one day and your kids are like, tweeting to Disney's tune.
Yeah. And the leftists are so good at engaging the culture war. They are so good at infiltrating every aspect of our lives.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we're watching them do the thing now. Now all of a sudden Elon Musk is a fascist, and tax the rich. And why? Well, if I had $44 billion, I wouldn't have used it to buy Twitter, and all this shit that they're throwing, because that's been the tactic that's always worked for them. They know that if they slung enough mud at somebody, or slung enough mud on somebody's name, they might back down. But this is a situation where there's more money on the table than they could conceive of in their lifetime, because we've never seen anybody with that kind of money throw their weight around like that, because most of the time they're on the other side. So watching them do that, and they're slinging all that mud and stuff. But like Ryan said, we talked about this a little last week too. They're not, this isn't like, this is a small step towards things changing and things being better for us, and we can't get lax about it. But they're going to get nasty. They can't afford to lose the ground that they've gained. You don't give up power. You don't let change happen quietly. You don't let somebody come in and take your stuff. And they are cowards. We know that. We know that they're going to hit you with low blows and stuff, but they're going to do everything in their power to dig up, controversy after controversy. They're going to find everything they can to sling mud at everybody that's around. That was weird.
Yeah.
I'm getting really bad echo. I don't know. But so the goal, this is the tactics that they know work. but they have tactics that they haven't shown you yet that they will use eventually down the road, because this isn't going to stop. I mean, I hope it's not going to stop. You know, I mean, I know there are going to be people like, "Oh, cool, we won Twitter, awesome, we can stop." But a lot of us are telling people, "Don't stop, keep going, keep going."
Yep.
There's an urgency now to know that, okay, we've gained a little bit of momentum. Let's see what we can do next. Let's see how we can keep changing things. You know, and relying on one person to lead the charge. Well, one person, you know, as we've seen, can be destroyed, can be, you know, removed, can be, you know, but like a movement of people with you know, agreed upon an idea or a concept, like that's unstoppable, you know. So
well, I mean,
majority.
Go ahead, Kat.
Let's just say we have the majority. I mean, it's a silent, loud minority, but the majority of the people are fed up with what's going on. So if more people spoke up, you know.
The thing is, they're not going to be able to use some of those tactics that work on a lot of people with Elon Musk. Because one, people have gotten tired of this shit. You know, like we've seen it play out over and over again, the cancellation attempts, all this. It's going to be really hard to spin Elon Musk as an alt-right racist to the majority of the population when this dude is, he's from South Africa and grew up in Canada, and he is a huge climate change activist and like a huge donor to the ACLU. You know what I mean? Like truly, he's just seems like a dude right now. What he's saying is, he wants people to be able to say whatever they want to be able to say, whether he agrees with you or not. And when you're someone that has nearly $300 billion, those are some things that, you know, maybe he's willing to put forth $44 billion just for that because he thinks it's that fucking important. And he's not going to bend the knee for a lot of this bullshit.
Right.
You're right, though. I put a New York Times article that came out today where in the first 3 paragraphs, I put it in the private chat, in the first 3 paragraphs, you can see they've set it up where I think it's racist. They've called him 10 times. It's like he was a racist here, and Elon was a racist here, and this action he took was a racist here. And this morning on MSNBC, no, it was yesterday because Tucker Carlson brought it up last night in his little montage. They had this guy who was like, "Did Elon ever go and ask all of those colored women?" That was the word. Those colored women, if they wanted him to buy it because they're going to have their voice taken away. I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with the price of coffee? It's like their arguments, the guy was melting down. He's like, did he go and ask them if they want to have their voice taken away? I'm like, you mean by giving them their voice, he's taking it away?
People are freaks,
exactly.
Man. They are absolute freaks.
Well, that's the funny thing about this, that ideologically speaking, I don't even think that Elon Musk is like, you know, totally on our side in a lot of issues and stuff, you know. But the thing is that freedom of speech is such a divisive issue for leftists that is all it takes to be their enemy.
Yep. No, I mean, look at this right here. So I know Ryan just reacted to this on Twitter, so I'm gonna share it real quick. But this is the Twitter lawyer that was on, if I'm not mistaken, Joe Rogan. She's the one that was on Joe Rogan with Tim Pool. So Tim Pool was on Joe Rogan, and you had Jack Dorsey and her. Is it Vijaya? Is that how you say it?
I think it's just pronounced insufferable bitch.
But she cried. She cried during the meeting. Now, I think that she had a lot to do with what was going on, and I do feel that Jack Dorsey was basically cucked at his own company. I think he basically fell in line and did whatever he needed to do. Because he does seem like now that the shackles are off, he's been pretty outspoken about some things, but he clearly didn't have the balls to stand up to people when he was there. Now, I don't know what his level of power was at the time, but this is the world they live in. Like, to this point right now, is it as awesome as it is and as cool as all this is with Twitter and, you know, the freedom that you can feel on Twitter still isn't real life. And it doesn't represent the real world. Nothing has changed. It's still a small portion of a bigger, you know, world that's out there. Like, it's just a fraction of it. Like, I don't even think it's ranked in the top 10 social media platforms in terms of sheer numbers, if I'm not mistaken. It's nowhere near Facebook, Instagram, or whatever.
Facebook,
you know what I mean?
Instagram, TikTok. I mean, YouTube. It might be up there like top 10, but not near as influential as a lot of those other ones are.
Aren't they crazier on TikTok? I don't use TikTok, but aren't they even crazier on TikTok?
Yeah,
TikTok-
TikTok's a fucking mess. but-
TikTok, look, because of the Libs TikTok account, which is fantastic, by the way, it's basically a lot of people seem to think that's all that's on TikTok. There's a lot of those weirdos on TikTok. There's a lot of those weirdos on Facebook. There's a lot of those weirdos on Twitter. I have a TikTok account that there's a lot of based people on TikTok as well. There's absolutely a lot of based people. You know, but don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for the TikTok platform itself. I'm just saying that it's more than just lunatic leftists, but it's important to mock and shame those people as much as they get mocked and shamed, because there's a lot of crazy fucks on there.
Yeah, well,
And,
the one problem with TikTok is that its algorithm is way more aggressive than even Twitter's. In that, if you pick you find a style of video you like, they'll put you in an echo chamber really fast. And for people that we already know on Twitter, we saw the numbers. Like people that are on the left don't try to find people's moderate opinions or conservative opinions. They kind of stay where they are and go deeper into that. So it actually, there's some numbers as far as like if you stay on TikTok, it'll push you into like more extreme views, more extreme ideas, because they'll constantly feed you whatever the thing is that you're watching and whatever the thing you're getting the most watch time on. Whereas yeah, it's
really?
the TikTok algorithm is really, really, really aggressive for that. There was a lot of numbers like that too. I mean, a lady talked about that on Joe Rogan's podcast with like the amount of young girls that are becoming like trans and going through all the surgeries and stuff like that right now. A lot of it has like been funneled back to like social media, and a lot of it has been funneled back to TikTok because of the way the algorithm works and the way that the video click rate works. But that's just, I mean, that's just it's just one of many things. But like we've seen, now Twitter's not going to have, I don't think Twitter's going to have the same echo chamber that it did. I think they're going to try to work to get rid of the echo chamber and make it, even playing fields for everybody. And I think that we're going to see that the voices that are moderate and more conservative have been a lot louder and have a lot more influence than we've been seeing, and I think that that'll eventually start to spill over in the other, hopefully spill over into the other social media platforms as well. But,
what do y'all think? What does everyone think? Do you think Twitter, because what the left is going to try to do is, they're going to try to stop talking about it once the deal is complete in the news. You know how they would always bring up so-and-so said this, and they started treating it as news. But is it too big now to be canceled? Like, I think they're going to go through a form of trying to cancel it. Do y'all believe it's too big? Eric, Ryan, anyone?
I mean, all I think, I mean, at some point they'll get over it. I mean, as they do with any fucking thing, which is why I've been trying to convince people to have that approach more than anything, in terms of just doing whatever the fuck you want and detaching from these fucking idiots. But yeah, like it'll, like they'll eventually at some point, and once they concede that, okay, this is a loss. So let's say Elon, the transfer of power goes the way that it does, and the moderation really, which would all be that would happen, and the moderation will lighten up. They'll shut the fuck up about it. Like at some point, they absolutely will. And then they'll just try to protect the sanctity, what they believe is sanctity, of the other things that they're going to control. They're not going fucking anywhere. The leftists that are like, there are people that are leaving. A lot of them are going to come back. And the other majority of them are too chicken shit to do anything about it. They were on Twitter before it had these policies. They'll be on it afterwards. They're just fucking terrified at the idea that this could be potentially momentous, and that they are, for the first time in a very long time, actually losing ground on the cultural kind of issue. This is why, and I will say this, I've been fucking screaming at conservatives, and it might come back and bite you in the fucking ass, because Elizabeth Warren just tried to invoke this whole Section 230 shit. I told fucking conservatives to stop with this bullshit of, we need to get the government involved to try to regulate that shit. No, let it fucking play out, and whatever happens fucking happens. But now it may be a case where they try to invoke that. And I think this, if as a strategy, if they're going to try to either stop this, which they probably can't, but prevent it from happening the next time, they're going straight to the fucking state, and definitely might be trying to ram some shit in there while they got Biden certainly in office, to try to suppress whatever it is. I mean, hell, Psaki the other day said that's exactly what we're going to try to do, and using the government to stop the spread of dis and misinformation. I was like, that's not a precedent that you want to fucking a precedent that you at all want to set. If anything, it ain't no if anything. What needs to happen is that we need to get the state out of as many affairs regarding this issue as much as possible, because in a lot of cases it'll allow them, they've utilized the state to protect themselves in that high situational like influence that it is that they had using the state to kind of protect them as such.
What I'm curious is aren't they should be a little bit afraid, because once Elon has full control of the company, I mean, the same way that the radicals who were running that company before, how they had access to everyone's DMs and everyone's information, how they would make the leaks. The same way that Taylor Lorenz got her information, that Washington Post reporter, from a guy who used to work at Twitter, who's now working for some nonprofit group. He has all their information, whether they're in the White House, the West Wing, or anywhere else, or in Hollywood. Yeah. So I'm like, to me, that's a loaded gun. It's like, bitch, you want to like take me on? I got all your stuff over here.
Right. Yeah. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how it plays out. Let me show this real quick. So Yellow Flash. Thank you, Yellow Flash. And I see Darius Harvey dropped the $99 super chat. Thank you. And more of you. Thank you so much. I'll get to them momentarily. Yellow Flash. Elon Musk is a big supporter of the ACLU, one of their top donors. In fact, when Alex Jones and Trump are restored, I'll celebrate a win for free speech. Right now, I'm skeptical. And fair points there. In terms of Trump, I think this is a good discussion or good time to have this talk. And by the way, we got 4,000 people here. Thank you guys. Smash the melee button. Welcome to Tuesday night's main event. We do this every Tuesday. So thank you for being here. Trump has said recently, a couple of days ago, I think before it became official, Trump has basically said, if I'm not coming back to Twitter, I'm going to be truthing from Truth Social or whatever. I think this is a huge mistake. If that's what it ends up doing, I think that's a massive mistake. But I'm curious what you guys think about that. Like, do you think that's even a good move for him? Right now, I'm completely turned off of Truth Social. I have a fucking Android. Don't prioritize Apple's bullshit. Okay. Anytime you show me that Apple is your priority, then you can go fuck yourself. Okay. Like, I'm not going to sit there and wait around for your, for Android to be your secondary choice. Android is a bigger market. No, it's not. Like, Android phones sell more products than Apple.
What the fuck?
Collectively, they do. Yeah,
I'm with you, Jeremy.
Young Ripper, what kind of phone you use? What kind of phone you use, Young Ripper?
I have iPhone. I've had the same one.
Thank you. That's all I gotta say.
I agreed with you. It's fine.
Wait a minute. If Ripple would have said Android, does that mean it would have been the right? Then Android would be better. It's all reliant upon.
I just wanted his opinion. That's all.
Apple is dog shit. Okay.
Apple makes up about, I think, like 21 to 25% of the actual like app play down store things. The rest are Android devices.
Yes.
The Google Play Store.
I can tell you this. All right,
I do like the Android. I'm just used to the Apple.
As the person who actually works at a store that sees this stuff sell, I'll tell you this: Android phones sell better. Apple tablets sell better.
I believe that.
More people buy Android phones. But nobody buys.
I just prefer blue text over green. That's all.
Nobody buys it. Everyone buys an iPad.
You can literally turn your Android into your iPhone.
It's just too much work for me, man.
You want.
Too much work.
Yes, I know. Pretty colors, just simple big numbers, big fat numbers on your phone.
I'm so mad because I used to have an Android. Then I could afford
because
an
I
iPhone.
bought it for you because of Part Channel bought it
so now I have an iPhone and everything is good.
I respect.
You know what, Jay? I'm all in there with you. Apple master race. That's all I'm
Thank you, Josiah.
No. You just heard from the guy that was Amish for 6 months that he likes Apple. I don't want to fucking hear it. That's not a justification.
You can get
What do you think I hit him in the head with the shovel in the first place?
You gotta hit him again.
That's what I'm saying.
I love it.
An aux cable on it. Look. You can still get phones from Android with
I know,
aux
mine is
cable.
nice
You
and
can get Android phones with
slim
micro.
I go blue.
I can get cool cases with the Apple.
I hate the cases. I like
Krista, we need a poll in the chat. Apple versus Android. We'll see what.
I did it. Which phone do you have? And most people are voting Android.
Yes.
69%. Yeah.
Yes.
Android's wide variety.
Yes.
Commoners.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, it's not really kind of fair because it has different variety, whereas the iPhone is literally
exactly.
It doesn't matter, but that's the question though. And you guys say iPhone.
Stop the count.
It doesn't matter. You guys already established this. Well, I shouldn't say Rippa. Jay established this by saying iPhone is superior to Android. That's how Jay started it.
I know, but I'll say it's user friendly.
Yeah, you're fucking old, Joe.
And it's expensive. Get a good Android phone for like half the price of an Apple phone.
That works
Their headphones are like $500.
I've never had a problem with
phone
my
does Elon
Android.
Musk have?
Here's the problem. I can't
Musk
tell
has
you
an
how many
iPhone.
people.
Let's see. Let's
Boom.
check his tweets.
Boom.
I can't tell you
He's
how
a
many.
He
fucking
not
does. He has an
America.
iPhone.
Elon Musk is autistic as fuck. I don't give a fuck what he says.
Again, as was confirmed in our interview earlier, Elon Musk also ate out Amber Heard's ass. Okay, so clearly he doesn't have the best taste. Okay,
Yeah, he was like, that's the reason Johnny Depp stayed with him as long as he did. You know, we heard him.
Oh
But-
man.
But yeah, but the point is going back to it, like with Trump, like I think there's some ego involved with it, but I also think it's understandable, like because he was yeeted off of Twitter, but I think that he was part to blame for that as well. You know, like he made Twitter his primary platform, but him not coming back. Again, he's had nice things to say about Elon Musk in the past. He's called him a genius. You know, he's very complimentary of what he's been doing. This was back before the 2020 election and everything. So clearly they have a mutual respect for each other. But for him not to go there, I don't think it's a good move. Now, I wonder if he's going to revisit that at some point, but I think it's a bad move to not go to Twitter.
You don't think, Jeremy, someone's gonna? I'm sorry, Ryan, I didn't mean to cut. Like someone was gonna get in his ear and be like, you know, Trump, if you just do one tweet, it'll send shockwaves. Like it'll affect his ego a little bit, where he'll like, all right. He might tweet something like, "See you on Truth Mobile" or something like that. Like, you don't think
he has to? He's got too much money. I say that once True Social is up, he'll be back within a couple of weeks at most. He can't.
Well, that's the problem, though, is that they do have money wrapped up in this. He wants to use it as a campaign tool. And in reality, the biggest losers of Elon Musk buying Twitter and actually following through on what he says he wants to do, other than all the leftists screaming, is every other alternative site, the Getters of the world, the Truth Socials of the world, the Gabs of the world. You know what I mean? Because if 99.9% of people can say whatever the fuck they want on Twitter, the rest of those platforms aren't really useful. So that's why Jason Miller's losing his shit today. Like, well, Elon Musk has a lot to do to change the culture. Get on Getter. You know what I mean? Because he realizes that the entire future of Getter is up in flames. Right. Same with True Social.
Yeah, and that's why they were all knocking at his door trying to get him to support them instead of Twitter when he was starting to kind of start putting that out there. So, and they were like, hey, you know, come help us at Getter and help us at Gab and all these different places. So, yep.
I just find it hilarious that the first thing people point to the moment you mention Elon Musk bought Twitter is, well, Trump's not coming back. I mentioned it to people I know. I said, I was talking about the whole Elon Musk thing. And immediately the first thing they went to is, well, Trump said he's not coming back to Twitter. I didn't even mention Trump. There's so much more to this than Trump. Everyone is so obsessed with Trump. There's just...
Well, but to be fair, though, I mean, he was the sitting president of the United States. He got banned from, you know, he was at the time, I think he had like almost 90 million followers. It was a pretty unprecedented move. And so I think that the reason for me that Trump is such a thing is I just really want to see the meltdown happen by him coming back. That's really what I want to see. Like, again, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Like, if you're upset that Elon Musk has bought Twitter and that Trump could come back, like, I'm here for you. I'm here for your pain. I'm here for your tears. I'm here for your crying, for your depression. I'm here for all of it. And I will make fun of you and I will laugh at you, because no social media platform should not have that type of impact on you and a person's decisions. Like, these people are nuts. It's absolutely insane.
What I want to know about Truth Social, and I've said this from the very moment of its announcement, can I get on there and can I say, Donald Trump, suck my cock? Right? Not that I would, but I'm saying, can I do that?
Yes.
I don't think you can. That the answer will be yes. I don't think you can just. And so, what's the fucking point? And that's always been what it is for me. And I think that a lot of that. And the fact that it's been rolled out so slow, the fact that Trump hasn't even used it yet, I think it's just so out of touch from what a lot of people want and are looking for. And so I think it's going in with the bad vibe.
It's got a bad name, too. The name is terrible.
It's terrible. I tried to log into it once and I couldn't, and I was like, I'm done. So,
no, that's the problem. They didn't have the technology squared away. They're still very prominent people. Steve Deace, that haven't even gotten like that on their side of the political aisle. They haven't even gotten through. Still in the waiting. list. So yeah, just from that perspective, they really dropped the ball certainly on that. I'm not as against like having these sort of alternatives kind of obviously still be there, regardless of them sort of changing. I think that shit's still important. The fact that you have those options certainly available in the event that some shit happens. Hell, if anything, what the Twitter situation should have done was shown a bunch of people the necessity, even if they're on a smaller scale, of those actually existing in the event that you get all of that shit stripped away from you and now you don't have fucking anything. So I respect it for them doing that. I don't give a shit. I mean, other than like to Jeremy's point, if he comes back, it'll be a meltdown, and that's always the glorious part, certainly, of it, if anything else. But whether it be tactical for him, I don't fucking personally give a shit. But it is, to Kat's point, hilarious that people will invoke exactly that to like say, okay, well, the change is rested upon what Trump does. Like, fuck that. Like, I don't give a fuck what the fuck he does. I do understand like the importance of that moment when he was banned and how unprecedented that was, but like the direction that the company goes in, I don't think rest upon what the fuck Trump does.
Yeah, I mean, I think the interesting one will be, because I mean, a lot of people have been banned that, you know, were pretty edgy, I guess, in a lot of sense. Alex Jones, yes, Alex Jones is that's exactly where I was going with it. Alex Jones to me is the most important piece of the puzzle, because
he was the one that started it. It was him first, and then we all kind of ignored it. Like all of these big tech companies got him up out of there collectively. Like, we had never seen anything like that for one fucking person, and it happened. But there were like months, maybe even years, where we were like, it's just Alex Jones. It won't happen to us. And then this shit happened to fucking Trump. It was Jones, the Jones situation that popped all of this off.
Yep. Well, and that was the thing too. Is, you know, like Rippa said, there's almost a justification for, well, he said some stuff, and maybe, you know, we should, you know, it sucks, and that's really bad, and this is a good bad, you know. But like, as things have progressed, you know, we've kind of saw it. Alex Jones was more and more right, and it got more and more scary that he was telling us the truth from the beginning, and he was trying to warn us this whole time. And then it was always like, if they do it to me, they're coming for somebody else. The line constantly moves, and then to see a president of the United States get removed off a social media platform, it was like, that was the punch in the face, because it was so massive you couldn't justify it or excuse it, because you go, how can you make this okay? And they never really could make it okay. They just said, fucking get over it or leave the platform, you know. So
it's, again, I think that's going to be the most interesting aspect, is him, for sure, because he's the one that, like Ripa said, on a bigger scale, like it was Facebook, it was
we've never seen.
I
think people don't undermine that. That was, I think even we kind of didn't understand what that meant, because it was hard to like see. You think about it was just him. So, but like, that was what popped this whole kind of collective cancellation, was the Alex Jones situation. We had never seen anything like that, where all of these tech companies, social media sites, like, they literally work together, and they can't agree on shit else, but they agreed on this one aspect, that we have to get this guy off of our platform. We had seen nothing like it. And when we should have, even people that may not had been like, let's say, allies of the Alex Jones of the world, that should have been the time where people been like, wait a minute, what the fuck? This isn't right. This could lead to something else, but we didn't do that. It was more of, well, shit, it's just Alex Jones. And then it started happening to more people, and we were like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I want to say shout out to someone that Ripa introduced Ryan and I to, Sarah Gonzalez from Blaze TV. She has been killing it. She has been, and it's
dropping fucking bombs,
fucking savage on Twitter. Like, she has been just going off, and it's been awesome to watch. So shout out to her. People who compare your phone preference to your income levels are peak poor.
Yeah, those are the people. Those are the people who think that lottery tickets are a fucking investment.
I don't buy lottery tickets.
Though someone mentioned the Microsoft phone, which is an Android device.
He's talking about me in that super chat. I just want to say, every week,
I want to confirm. I want to confirm something. Okay, I want to confirm something, because I know, like, these small boxes. Okay, small boxes. Okay, but like, I know Jay said he is an iPhone user. to confirm, his shirt says ammo-sexual. Just want to clear that up. Just it doesn't, you know. Just want to clear that up.
Guns.
You know,
Why are you listening to him?
just want to point that out. Really
Speaking
quick.
of guns, Ryan had my favorite tweet of the day when he went after that guy who was making fun of the Red Ryder BB gun.
Oh yeah,
in America. So
it's like a BBC journalist from
That was
like
the
literally from the UK who's like,
yeah, I saw that one.
I'm over here at a Walmart.
You need to pull
and
that.
I can't find my
Pull it
I can't
up.
find an
Pull it up.
adapter. Yeah, let's find
Pull it
it.
up.
Stupid.
Pull it
You
up.
need to pull up your tweet, Ryan, so we can
I
see
got
your
it.
response.
Oh man. All right, while he's getting to that, let me see. We got a super chat from someone, but it's clipped off of the top because of the pin post. But it says, Jeremy, Fortnite Saturday. Let Ripa be a regular for it. So I did a Fortnite stream on Gaming with Geeks the last Saturday. It was a surprise stream. It ended up going for 8 fucking hours. I'm not committing to that every week, but you will be seeing a lot of Fortnite. In fact, you're going to see later tonight, Krista Nova is going to be hosting a Fortnite stream on the Gaming with Geeks Twitch channel. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, so I thought when I first saw this tweet, I really thought it was fake because it seems like a troll. Like it seems like a troll,
Yeah.
right? Hi from America, where Walmart doesn't have a plug adapter for my UK laptop or my asshole, but on the other hand, I can buy a rifle and ammunition. Fucking Red Ryder, Daisy, Crossman. I said, those are BB guns, you stupid fuck. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that someone from a country where they're fearful of butter knives would cower in fear at a Red Ryder BB gun.
Pretty good.
That's so
man.
great.
Literally a fucking journalist.
Yeah.
Did you see?
That's so great.
Did you see this guy right here? So let me see if I can find it. Like the journal meltdowns recently have been absolutely
So
just
good.
beautiful. Like these people are nuts.
While
These
you're trying to
people-
find this has nothing to do with that, but I have to share it anyway. Look at this dunk by John Morant.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
Sick.
saw it. I saw
Look
it.
at this.
yeah.
Oh,
God damn! God damn!
Like,
So-
holy shit, dude.
And Miami Heat are moving on. That's all I have to say.
So this guy right here, this guy is a commentator for Channel 5 or Channel 5 TV, BBC 5 Live, BBC News, Sky News, and he so he's a journo, okay? So he was in Elon Musk's mentions, okay? And there was a verified account that was pretending to be Elon. I'm sure you guys saw it several times. Like it was a verified account that was pretending to be Elon Musk. And so then Mr. Beast responded to the bot account, and Mr. Beast just said, this is gonna be interesting. And then he called out the bot account. This guy says, "Who are you?" And Beast just responded, "Ratio." So then this guy had no idea who Mr. Beast was. So then he's accusing Mr. Beast of having bot followers. It's like, oh my God, dude.
Oh no!
That's the state of journalism right there.
That is really
The
bad.
biggest creator on the platform, on the second biggest platform on the internet, and you're basically like, who are you? And you must
Wow.
have bot followers.
Mr. Beast
What
is arguably the most popular person on the internet right now.
I would say he is. I don't even think
Yeah.
it's close. And he did offer me $5,000 the other night when we were playing Fortnite, and we did win. And you said the Streamlabs link was broken, Mr. Beast. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm sure I'll hit him up though. But yeah, like these journalists they're exposing themselves so bad right now. They're losing their minds. Obviously, you've got Taylor Lorenz and this chick. Oh my God, man.
It's
Holy
perfect.
crap, dude. Like, and what Tim Pool did and Jeremy Boring, by the way, fantastic. Love it. You know, I thought that was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And her meltdown, I don't even know what to think about her. Is she really this dumb, or is she just this much of a victim? I mean, that's what I'm trying to understand about her, because I don't know much about her.
I think it's 50-50 because she's a woman. So
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, speaking of Mr. Beast, I was actually, I talked about this last week because I've been watching a lot of his content recently, and she actually has put 2 hit pieces out on him. Did you know that?
yeah,
Really?
I do remember hearing about that.
She's
Yeah.
put 2 hit pieces out on Mr. Beast in the past. Like
Yep.
one of the genuine dudes on YouTube, and she's been trying to cancel him. You know, I mean,
she's
this
just
is the
a
type of
terrible
person we're
person.
dealing with.
I mean,
It's
she's
unbelievable.
super manipulative too, and
Yeah.
you can see that even from like some of the like the DMs of what some of the stuff that she said to people, like some of libs of TikTok's family members and some of that type of stuff too. It's like she's evil.
Yeah.
Well, like I mean, it just shows you that it's even people that are like considered extremely wholesome, regular people that somehow just got mega successful, like which Mr. Beast deserves all of that credit that he, I mean, you know, like they can't handle that. They can't stand that somebody that they can't take any credit for, like, got successful and isn't political and isn't trying to, you know, push any kind of agendas, just doing fucking videos, you know. They can't,
Especially since he's a straight white dude.
Yeah.
You know, they can't stand that.
Yeah,
that's definitely a bad thing. Now, Jay, so what was your process with getting your account back? Because you do have your account back. So did you just do an appeal?
Yeah.
Just like
So when I saw, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. When I saw
go ahead.
Nick got his account, I was actually like playing Fortnite with Krista and Johnny, and I just went on and I just went to my old account and hit like the suspension thing. I just did it from my iPhone. They just said, "What's the problem?" And I was like, "Can't get to my account from the iPhone," and that was it. It was really easy. I didn't know they were. This is my 8th appeal, though. This was like my 8th appeal since it's been gone. I just figured, what the heck? If Nick got his back, let's see what happens. And then you wake up and it's just like people are like, "Hey, your account." And then it just worked out funny because then I tweeted that out. I was like, "Hey, Elon Musk, can you bring the drunk 3PO, Twitter back?" So I guess it was kind of like on people's minds. And then when it was there, I was like, that's interesting. So that was funny, man. I was just talking to myself on there. I was like, just making people laugh. That's all.
Well, and so the reason I bring that up is because if you do have a suspended account, if you've had an account that's been suspended for whatever reason, just appeal it. So I know someone who's been a critic of mine, that junk man, he actually just tweeted that he did it, you know, and he got his old account back. So
wow, nice.
So he's got his old account back. That's great to hear. Happy to hear that. So because I kind of tweeted, because these fucking losers were like saying like that all I did was deleted the tweet.
You don't know Elon Musk.
Yeah, they were like,
how dare you?
So, yeah, they're like sitting here like saying like, oh, you just where's it at? This fucking loser right here. He deleted the tweet. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
Gosh,
this
guy.
motherfucker's been my reply guy for 4 fucking years, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
Yes,
Anyway,
same.
He deleted the tweet that got him banned and then claimed Elon brought his account back. And then I was like, dude, this is the tweet that you claimed that I deleted. The tweet from D-Day Cobra has been withheld in a response to a report from the copyright holder. And then that's what it shows right there. I didn't delete shit. So again, to be clear, fuck Naughty Dog. Okay. Yeah. Fuck Naughty Dog. Fuck Neil Druckmann. Fuck Musso legality or legal or whatever the fuck they're called. Fuck all of them for what they did to not only me, not only Ryan, Ryan had 2 strikes on his channel. Ryan's channel now, how many subs you at now, Ryan?
133,000.
Ryan's got 133,000 subs right now. They had him within a strike of his channel being completely deleted, and Ryan was like, fuck it, I'm crashing.
I made 60 more videos.
Yeah, he just kept making videos with 2 strikes on the channel. I know Az got a strike. We had a strike on this channel, and we had a strike on Gaming with Geeks. Mannix had multiple strikes as well, right, Ryan?
I think he had 2 at one point, yeah.
And there were other creators that the really small following that they had strikes from Naughty Dog, and so this was a big problem.
Didn't yours come during a live though, Jeremy? You were
on a
live stream, and then all of a sudden,
I did not show any images. I was only talking about the leaks. And they struck the live stream for me discussing that they were terrible and people hated them. So they struck me for that.
Just as an aside too, that's been actually happening right now with Paramount with like the Halo streams.
Yeah.
Because I'm on a stream with Lethal, and the first stream he did got claimed, claimed for DMCA.
He's not getting they're not giving him strikes. Though, so that's not what they're doing.
Yeah. That's not the same. Strike, you copyright claim, that happens a lot, but these are strikes.
Yeah.
Strikes put your channel in jeopardy of being deleted. And so, but to be fair, I support I do support Paramount, not only just on YouTube, but like if they could go ahead and carry that over to their app, I think they should just restrict everyone from seeing anything from Halo ever again. Like, I think that would be a great idea. You actually do the world a big favor if you just completely just, you know, maybe strike your own app on that too. That's how bad it is.
Yeah. I just wanted to kind of go ahead, Kat.
I was just saying, yeah, Naughty Dog thinks somehow they're going to sell this new remake of The Last of Us, because I just saw a video by Dreamcast guy talking about it, and they somehow think this remake of The Last of Us is going to make them big bucks. Yeah, not happening.
It's not going to happen. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I just wanted to. This was something that I talked with Disparu earlier today, and then also he tweeted out on Twitter. He said that his take was that something didn't smell right about how they're releasing all these bans and stuff when things haven't been officially like 100% confirmed. And so I don't know. I just thought that was kind of an interesting take, and I didn't know what you guys thought about that. That there might, like, I've seen some people say that they're concerned that what Twitter's trying to do is let all these banned accounts go in hopes that they can justify saying, "See, look how toxic Twitter's become already. Let's try to do something to stop this from happening," or let's, you know, try to argue, "Oh, look at how many people have like started violating DMCA things again," or whatever the excuse, every excuse that they can have to say, "See, it got as bad as we said it was going to get. Now let's justify not following through with the deal." So
that's a fair point.
So
go ahead, Ryan.
I think a little bit of I guess a shift from that thought process. I think maybe Tim Pool, somebody was talking about it, that essentially what they think might be happening is Twitter trying to clean itself up and get ready for an audit, so that when they do come in and they fucking open the books and they see everything, it doesn't look as bad as it was before. That's you know, an alternative opinion or, you know, hypothesis that I've heard out there that does kind of make sense as well. More so than, and I think that makes more sense maybe than what you're talking about necessarily, or what Disparu was talking about. But it could be a lot of things for sure.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of an interesting take. So yeah,
yeah. Did Marjorie Taylor Greene get her personal account back yet? I know her personal Twitter handle was suspended.
I haven't seen anything about that.
So,
I know she called for it to happen, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she got it.
I'm not sure.
I think Ryan is broken. I think Ryan is right, because if Elon starts looking at stuff and he sees some funny business, you don't think he would like tweet it out there? And
no, that's what he would do, and that's why they would do it.
Yeah, that's why. That's why it makes sense.
He'd air it out. So
let's clean it up now.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I think.
Try to get ahead of it.
But I thought everything was locked down.
Well, it's locked down to like make whatever, like I forget what the precise like what they actually said it was, but they did lock it down to prevent
anything from being changed.
I don't think it was anything. It was like some I forget what the actual language was, but it was.
It's basically like if it were to be something fucking drastic, like taking it offline or like essentially turning the algorithm off completely, like things like that. They prevented. They locked it out. I believe only like the vice president of Twitter has control over something like that. Something that vital now because they're worried about a rogue employee who hates Elon Musk trying to fucking sabotage it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You got to imagine though, like it's just not as simple as it probably seems on the outside. Like for a lot of us, we're like, oh yeah, Elon, he's a badass. He's got all this money. He's just like he's buying into a very volatile situation, like with a lot of people that I think would want to sabotage him and sabotage what they're doing moving forward. So it's a pretty complicated thing. And Twitter is a very complex creation. It didn't happen overnight. I mean, if you go back to like Parler, when Parler was first created, many people, myself included, were like, God, it's not smooth like Twitter. It doesn't run, the UI is terrible. And it's because it takes time to actually build that up. Getter did a good job. I think they have relatively smooth UI and they did a better job of launching that platform. But they had their own problems too. I don't even know if they have direct messages on that platform to this day. I know that they were working towards that. But the point I'm trying to make is that the system that is in place, like if it gets upset too much, it could hurt Twitter. It could hurt the entire platform if you upset a lot of people that clearly are probably going to hate him and hate what he stands for. So it's going to be interesting. You know, I think that's just something a lot of people aren't recognizing. And he's, I'm sure he's having fun with it.
Well, he bought into a war. Yeah, he's not only buying a company, he bought into the war, a culture war and a war on censorship and control. When you think about
billionaires
it.
and their toys, man.
Right, but I think you have to think about something that a lot of people overlook. He really is risking everything. It's not just 44 billion to him. Look what they did to Trump. You think they're not going to try to do the same thing? I mean, he's really in one way risking a lot, not just the money.
Well,
everything.
it is, and it's easy to say. By the way, if we got mods in the chat, please take care of those bots. If it's easy to look at it, go, oh, he's the richest man in the world and everything. Everything's relative. You know what I mean? Everything's relative. So I mean, if 5 years ago you would have told me I was, I had what I have now, I'd be like, I'll be, my life will be made. I'll be perfect. But now that I've worked gradually to get here, if I have a setback on something now, well, it's going to suck. You know what I mean? So it's all relative to where you are. And so, yeah, Trump took a major hit on his overall, overall value and his net worth when he became president. He took a substantial hit. Now I think he's got a net positive since he's not president. I think he's gained a net worth of almost $500 million now, and so I think he lost like over $1 billion when he was president. And so, yeah, so it's all relative. So yeah, to say, oh, Trump lost $1 billion, well, he's still worth $2 billion. What's it to him? Well, that's a lot of fucking money. That's a substantial, a substantial hit. And so, yeah, Elon Musk is risking a lot. There's no doubt about it. He is putting a lot on the line. I know there's a lot of
money. It's not just money. Think about it. You have people and you have representatives. You have people in politics who are like, they want to mess with his business. You think they're going to stop? They had announced 2 weeks ago that the Justice Department was looking to work with the SEC to look at some of his deals with Tesla and SpaceX. I mean, they're not just going to, it's not just about money. That's why I believe he's putting a lot on the line for what he believes is a better world. Now, I don't agree with him on everything, but I think it's something when a man puts his balls on the line.
Well, like like Rippa said, like when the chips are down, they'll just run to the government and say, "Papa government, he's doing something I don't like." And these politicians owe shit to Twitter for getting getting algorithm pushes and shit. They don't talk about behind the scenes and donate billions of dollars in donations. They don't tell you they do, and all shady fucking deals and stuff. We all know that happens behind the scenes. So I mean, that's the thing. He's stepping out in front of people. Even if he's not on our side, he's stepping out in front of people saying, hey, I want something to happen that is not happening. So I'm going to put money on the line and reputation on the line to do it. And yeah, I mean, that is a thing that they can do. I mean, the government they'll stick the government on you if they can, if they have an opportunity. Look what the fuck they did with Trump. How many times have he, been called to court and they said, oh, they're investigating this thing and they're investigating that thing. I mean, they did everything they could to try to put that man behind bars so that he couldn't run again, and do everything they can to discredit him even now, so he can't run again in 2024 because they're scared of shit he's going to. I mean, so
like George said, like Trump, and it's pretty much fact. Like Trump's the most investigated person pretty much ever.
Yeah,
they can't find anything.
Come on,
they can't find anything on him.
He's got to be the cleanest person in the country.
He absolutely does. Like the fact that man has been investigated more than anyone, even Cernovich, who has gotten to this edgelord phase of like shitting on Trump lately. Congrats on that one. Go back to shitting on video games too, Cernovich. But even Cernovich was like, Trump is the most. I think he said point blank on Twitter. He's like, he is the most investigated human ever. He's like, he's a lot of things, but he ain't a criminal. And he's just not. Like they can't find anything on him.
And that's always an indicator. That's always an indicator you're doing something right when they start coming after you with the government. I mean, they do it to anybody that ever steps on their toes or steps on, shakes any kind of wrong tree. They'll come after you, So
well, I've seen the leftist reaction to Elon, and they basically were like, "Oh, wait until conservatives find out he's like." I don't. Do you think people think like you? Like, I don't think Elon Musk agrees with me on a lot of shit. I don't need him to. That's not how, and I'm not a conservative, by the way, but basically anyone that does, what is it, Ripple, what you're saying? Anybody that's to the
right of Bernie Sanders or Marx is more accurate.
Yes. That's how they view it. So in their world, we're all conservatives. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And their view. And so anyone that doesn't have pronouns in the bio is a conservative for them. But So yeah, I don't care. I don't really know what Elon Musk believes. I don't really care. I follow. I'm gonna be honest, like, and it's a very personal thing for me, and I don't like getting personal much on the internet, but like, I follow Elon Musk for the memes. That's the personal connection we have. It's for the memes. That's really it. That's the only fucking that's the only reason I care. Like, everybody's like, do you know what he believes? No, he posts funny memes. And that's why I followed him, because he's a troll. That's it. I don't care what he believes.
Well,
like,
and leftists have that weird mentality where, you know, if you follow someone, then you must 100% agree with everything that they believe. So
And that's the problem with them being in an echo chamber for so long, is that they don't understand that you can have different opinions, but still be able to talk to each other. That's the problem. That's why they're like, oh my gosh, Elon Musk doesn't believe anything that you believe.
Come on, talk to him.
He's not really a conservative, and it's just kind of like, well, that doesn't matter. He's giving everyone a voice right now, and that's what matters. That's what really matters. But they can't understand that because they've been in an echo chamber for so long.
Right, and that's why
loud. She is a little loud.
I turned her down a little bit.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, it's perfect. It was perfect.
And, you know, that's really what I appreciate about Elon Musk, is that he is someone that values freedom. You know, he values freedom. He values and respects America and appreciates America. And he loves free speech, and those are all things that I can get behind. So, you know, whether we have disagreements beyond that, you know, that's whatever. So.
I've seen so many people play. I get not so many. I've seen a few people like, oh, Elon believes in free speech, but he blocked me. It's like, that has nothing to do with free speech.
It doesn't mean people are required to listen to your dumb ass.
I know, like, these people are so dumb when they don't understand what it means. Go ahead, Jay. You had something to say.
No, what I'm saying, like, I don't know if they're all leftists or whatever, but we're fighting against these people that constantly scream as adults when they don't get their way. I have never seen a group of people like when the Florida governor signed into bill, the politicians that were against it, they just screamed like little children in the back. That doesn't change anything or help. We saw that when Trump got elected, we used that lady on all our thumbnails that literally sat in a corner. She sat in a corner and screamed like a little child. And it's just like these are the people that had control, I guess you'd want to say, that had control of Twitter. It's just like when you, like you said, like I don't know what you call. They are so far mentally gone where they just never have grown up. Where it's just, we will sit in a corner and scream until we get our way. And it's just like, I've never seen it. Like I've never seen like why people act that way when they're an adult. Like, they are just literally crying. And now we're seeing them crying over this and crying over that. And if people just stop listening to, like, just laugh at them, like Rippa always says, and Ryan, humiliate them at all costs, all the time, at all costs, because that's what we should do. It's like you see the things, you see stuff starting to swing back, you know, and so because I guess they thought they were getting their way when they would scream, you know, that they would win.
It worked. It worked for a while there, you know.
But these are politicians now doing it as well.
No, that's why they adopted that like as an approach, because they're like, if we convince enough people by being emotionally distraught that their existence is a threat to us, then we get our way. And if you think about most of their modern leftists, so I think it is accurate to call them leftists. Modern leftist movements have been exactly about that. Certainly in the recent years, it's okay, I'm going to, by my own emotional distraught, shows that there's a problem with you. Look at how mad I am. Look at how upset and angry and like I'm about to have a mental breakdown. Therefore, you need to change to accommodate me. So that worked for a lot of them. And this is why you have all these weird fake ass jobs, the diversity, equity, include all these people who ain't worth a goddamn with their fake degrees that work in these work for these companies. And that's literally all they do is police people and their thoughts to prevent folks from aggravating the folks that scream at them. So that's if you ignore them or do what I do, and that's make fun of them, it delegitimizes them. So when I have someone scream that's fucking that I'm transphobic or something, which is the real
Nervous
story,
drinker.
by the way. Well, yeah. When they scream that I'm transphobic, I'll make fun of them. And they don't know how to respond to that because it works on a lot of other people. Because what's the first thing that your average individual would do? Oh,
I'm not a transphobe.
Yeah, they get on the defense. That's exactly how they got their way, and that's exactly what it is they want. I say, I'm not even going to deny it. I'm just going to fucking make fun of you, and then you're not going to know what the fuck to do after that because you don't have a game plan after I just say, all right, the premise is rejected. You're a stupid son of a bitch, and now I'm going to laugh at you.
Ryan, did you see that video? Did you guys see the video of like
the people yelling? Yeah.
When he was, I was just like making sure.
Before we continue, George, you got to bounce. So, and George, this is in a $50 super chat. So, where's the bear? Where's the bear? George, I appreciate it. I'll call you tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about. George has got this crazy Geeks and Gamers idea. So I'm loving it too. I called him today. I said, I'm mad at you. He goes, why? I said, because this idea is so fucking good and I can't stop thinking about it. So, but yeah, subscribe to George the Giant Slayer. Thank you, George. Appreciate you, bud.
Love you.
Yeah, George.
Have a good one,
George.
Have you guys seen this real quick? So this is an edit someone put together. So this is essentially have you guys seen this edit, right? This is the conversation.
Yeah.
Of if Alex Jones comes back. Here we go.
So are you ready for Alex
Sure.
Jones?
Fine.
All right.
Oh, I've been ready for
Let me
Alex
pull this
Jones.
up.
Okay. Perfect.
They're fucking killing already more kids, so you're telling me it isn't real when they had a fucking vote in the goddamn fucking Senate?
This would make my life.
Oh man, that was so good.
Elon's like, yep, smoking this shit. Like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
fucking great.
That's great. That's
Dude,
awesome.
honestly, I kind of like, obviously Trump returning will have more magnitude than anything, but I think Alex Jones coming back is far more impactful to have him back on Twitter. Like, I just, holy shit, man.
Well, it's gonna add ground to him that he hasn't had. I mean, he's still, popular, but he's admitted it. He hasn't gotten doesn't get near the exposure that he did before. I mean, but still, it's gonna say, hey, guess what? Even somebody that you consider like extreme, like Alex Jones, can speak. Like that's a true advocacy for free speech, not just people like Trump. Trump is a line that was like crossed, but there's a farther line that we should like push it back to. Like that's like real ground gained. Have somebody like Alex Jones be able to talk again on like Twitter. So
well, he was their initial one that they tried to silence and stuff, and if he's the one that they bring back, then
and he's not the initial one, but he's the first one that every single social media company did that
right
to. There's been a lot of other people who got banned and targeted and taken off here, one or two here, and slowly got eliminated from all platforms. But Alex Jones was a concerted effort across about an 8-hour period, every single social media platform. Boom.
Well, I think he was in a lot of ways kind of the catalyst for a lot of these companies to, kind of push in that direction,
Yep. And it'll put heat on companies the other companies that do ban them, because they're like, well, Twitter unbanned them, and they'll be like, well, blah blah blah. It's like, but he's got a voice now somewhere, and if he can be unbanned, then like, why is he still banned on your social media, or why is he still banned on your platform? So
did you guys see this? To me, this has been the tweet of the day, right here. Tweet of the day right here. That is legendary. What he said to Sean King: "Calm down, Martin Luther King."
That's a good one.
That is a really good one right there. Sean King is getting absolutely destroyed. Getting destroyed.
I like Stevie a Wonder. I like that one too.
dude is getting like, if anything, if Geeks and Gamers ever gets big enough, like a Barstool Sports, I will personally fund something to get a debate with Young Rippa and Sean King.
Well, he blocked me doing the Freddie Gray shit.
I'll pay.
Yeah,
I'll pay.
Rippa
big money.
would never debate a white man.
Yeah, he's long blocked me. That man blocked me like fucking. I was doing the Freddie Gray. It was talking about this on my show. It was a weird conversation thread with me, him, and D-Ray.
Did I freeze out?
Maybe for a second. Yeah, you're
Holy
good now,
shit.
though.
Okay, I started talking, and then Rippa, I came back and Rippa was talking. Go ahead. My
Oh
bad.
shit! No, I was saying that it was some convo on Twitter between me, him, and D-Ray McKesson, and it ended with him basically telling me he said something like he did more for black people than I like last year or something than I would ever do in my life. And I called him white. And he didn't like it, and that he blocked me.
That's what you get, you light skinned motherfucker.
Freddie Gray was
he ain't like, he is light skinned, but yeah, he light like Ryan light.
No, he does. I was shocked. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I was like, "Oh my god!"
I know for damn sure my cock's bigger than his, so he's
like,
whiter
that's a
than
white
me.
man. Yeah,
I did say that. I said because I made fun of him. I said when he deactivated shit last night. I said Sean King is so jealous that an African American is getting more attention than him, but he left Twitter. And then when he came back this morning, I said this white man came back to Twitter just to get ratioed. So we are starting to test the bounds a little bit here.
We got Marcus Henry for 20 says they restored the Babylon Bee. So to this point, and I see a lot of people are celebrating that, the Babylon Bee account was never gone. Okay, It was never gone. They were locked out of it.
Correct.
So it's there. So it's not back because it never went
Thanks
away.
for clearing that up. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
I didn't know
never
that.
went
I
away.
thought it was
So,
like suspended. So I didn't know that.
Yeah. So really they I'm sure that I'm sure they have access to it at this point, but maybe they're just waiting for their return tweet or something like that. But So Lulu Manator says logged in on Twitter. My last login was 2013. I can say suck it, Anita and Naughty Dog. I'm gonna have some good time with the woke. We all will, with a smiley face. Well, I'm happy that you're back. That you're back.
Dude, Brianna Wu is freaking the fuck out today.
Really?
Brianna Wu was like, this will reinstitute Gamergate-like levels on Twitter, and all women everywhere will be unsafe. And I really wanted to say, then why the fuck are you worried about it? But I don't know. I don't know if we're quite there on Twitter yet. So I will be reserving that retort.
Hey, Ryan, though, your friend See Come Lou, See Some Lou, See Moon Lou. Yeah,
what the? What? Hold on. Did you say see come Lou?
See.
He did.
Well, you know how I'm talking about the guy from.
I know now. Simu Liu, Shang-Chi.
See Moon Lou. See Moon Lou. Sorry,
this
guys.
is not okay. It's just not.
Speaking of, that man has blood clots now.
Yeah,
Simu Liu does.
No,
really? No.
Herb
Street.
Oh
Street.
shit. Oh. Oh
Jay.
shit.
It could.
I thought we were still talking about Steve.
This is me testing the boundaries of Twitter because I kind of made the he was
that's
bragging
weird.
about
Yeah.
I don't know, certain types of injections. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Could be connected, could not. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Jay, do you want to talk about it anymore?
I was just telling Ryan because I know they have history.
I made a video on him. So Simu Liu is one of the dudes who said, is that the best thing you could do with $44 billion? And so
that's how he said it. Like
yeah. Oh, I mean, I imagine
$44 billion.
I imagine that's how he said it. But yeah, it's what a piece of shit.
What's up, Adam?
What's up, guys? I've been listening to you for a while. You guys are great.
What's up, man?
What's your thoughts on all this, buddy?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The algorithms are opened up. I've gained 3,000 followers in 2 days.
Damn.
Wow. Dude, it's insane. I feel like I'm seeing people I've never seen before. I don't know who this D-Day Cobra is. I've never seen. There's I gained
like 20
3PO.
I gained like 23,000 followers today, or 25 or whatever that account has. I can't even.
Hell yeah. You're going to gain even more when you join me on my show on Thursday. By the way,
That's
I'm
right.
interviewing.
That's
I'm
right.
interviewing this guy.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
I will be on with the Adam Krigler this Thursday, so I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to
Hell
that,
yeah.
buddy. So
Hell yeah,
yeah,
Gonna-
man. So
gonna dig
No,
into
the-
your brain and see who
that's
you
right.
are.
That's right. You ain't
The
gonna find
real-
much.
You're not
Real
gonna have to
you.
dig long. So
Yeah.
I knew Ryan was gonna.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Did we already hit bedrock? What is
Brian,
going
Brian, I just alley-ooped you. Thank you for bringing it home.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, anybody who has the intelligence level to bring Ryan Kennel to the internet, not very smart. Like, not very smart at all. So
take that back.
Wait, should I not have invited Ryan to do an interview also? Shit.
No.
Yeah, we might get another strike on your channel, Adam.
It's too late. He already accepted. Damn it.
Ryan's like, how many strikes do you got? Okay, we can make that work.
May
I think
24th.
I think 5 now. How many you got, Ryan?
Jeez, man.
I mean, across all my channels of all time, I mean,
No,
2
one channel, baby. That's
okay,
it.
well then on that one,
2?
Patriot Outpost, I already have 3.
Damn, really?
But 2 of them are one was a warning, one's a strike, and one got reversed.
Oh, okay.
So, and all of them, literally all of them, are up on other platforms. One was me reacting to a clip from CNN that got labeled medical misinformation. That's still up on the CNN YouTube channel. The other one was from Bill Maher's show. That's still up on their channel. And the other one was of me on Turning Point USA's channel. That's still fucking up there. But they can strike off my fucking channels.
I just want to say, like, Josiah's sitting here going, I was demonetized for like 8 months. Fuck all of you. Okay. So,
You didn't make any fucking videos. He doesn't count.
Hey, what's up, Josiah? How you doing? I
going,
did
man?
hear you didn't have internet for a long time too, though. That added to it, right? I mean,
Hard to use internet when you're dead. So
right, and
Yeah.
then Epic might
Yeah.
killed you for a
I mean, it
while.
was just one event after another,
No.
you know, demonetized, lost the internet, got killed by my best friend, you know. Just,
I was like,
just
man,
a
you're not
crazy
making
ripple
videos. What
effect.
use are you to anybody? Yeah.
the Josiah lore is pretty vast. It's pretty impressive. So.
But I've come back from all of those things, so I'd say that's pretty epic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Hell
living
yeah.
up to Rise's name for sure. So.
That is true. That is true. All right, so we're gonna get through some of these super chats because my plan tonight is to try to be done in an hour, which is not going to happen, but
That's
maybe an
fucking
hour and
funny.
a half, because Krista is gonna host a stream tonight. So Krista, you're gonna be able to bounce in an hour if you need, so you can go ahead and get the stream set up. We're gonna play Fortnite. Is Adam Krigler ever gonna play Fortnite with us too?
No.
He
we
will.
We
He
just go from
will.
game. Look, we go from game to
happen.
game to game. So
I actually stopped pressuring him because his excuses are pretty damn good. So.
And no, the last time I got a game, it was Vanguard. I played it one time, and y'all stopped playing it.
That's true. That is true. They did.
I have a
Next day, you
similar
were like,
story.
Yeah, I'm over with Vanguard. I'm like, what? I just
I
got
literally,
it.
I think I played it 2 times or something, and that was it.
To be fair, I did play Vanguard a couple weeks ago, and if Warzone wasn't completely broken, I think that had a lot to do with it. Because when Warzone got completely fucked, it really just moved us away from Call of Duty like completely.
Yeah.
I liked Cold War. Cold War
Because
is different
essentially,
than
I
Vanguard.
like Cold War a lot. I like
They
Cold
play
War a lot
different.
too. But yeah, when they got rid of Verdansk and then they added Caldera, is it Caldera?
Caldera, yeah.
Like
Stupid
when they added
fucking
that,
map.
like just broke the hell out of the game. And so that's
Yeah.
kind of what moves away from that. But hey, Fortnite's free, okay? It's free, so it doesn't cost you nothing.
Well,
And it's
I'll
When-
keep working on it. Adam.
When
We'll make
things
it
are
happen.
free, you're the product.
Ooh.
All right.
He got
Hey,
him.
they gave me Snake Eyes. I'm happy. So
Cool.
They gave me the
Good
best.
for you.
Gave me the best. The fact
No,
that the
not
best
for
version of
Ryan.
Snake Eyes
I
in a
thought.
video game is in a fucking Fortnite game just speaks volumes about the state of GI Joe video games.
It's easy to get him to shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Seriously, the number of people who do not realize that Fortnite is free will blow your mind. I am just sick and
Yeah.
tired of explaining to people that Fortnite is free. You
Yeah,
don't need
that's
to
what-
buy it.
That's why all the kids play it because it's
Yeah.
free and it's colorful.
It's also
Oh,
really
I'm
fun.
good.
It's also
The
really
number of
fun to hear
people-
kids cry about it. So
Come into the store and go, where do I get a copy from Fortnite? Of Fortnite? It's free. It's free. Stop asking. It's free.
Well, I mean, that's just old people that don't understand video games. The same people that would
Call it
come
a
in
Nintendo.
and say, hey, I need the new Nintendo when they're actually looking for a
Mhm.
PlayStation 3, or try to get the new Mario game for the Xbox or whatever.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We got Chef Nick Nero for 20. So I met Jeremy and Ryan in Orlando, and yes,
That's
they are
right.
exactly who they are on YouTube in real life. Ryan is my spirit animal. Never change, guys. Ripa, what's up, bro? Oh, and everyone else on the stream. Stream. Oh, and George Yusa or Yuasa. I don't know what he's saying there. But thank you, Chef.
What's up,
and
Nick?
yeah, what's up, Nick? We appreciate that, man. And yes, Ryan is loud, obnoxious, just like on YouTube. He's loud and obnoxious in person. He's the same guy. Xanaximus, there's no Musk. That's no Musk. That's a bear. A Canadian bear? A Canadian bear? We got Enoch Maman. I sent a 3-part donation, but forgot to label the second part as 2. I apologize for the inconvenience. In the meantime, I should mention that I showed my dad both Canadian bear and letting the cat out clips. He questions Jay's stability.
We all do too.
You okay, Jay?
Good.
You are talking to yourself a lot on Twitter lately.
A lot.
I'm just saying.
We're not entertained.
Hey, in your
It was
defense,
funny, like for the first 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the first 2. Yeah.
in your defense,
I didn't
according
ask
to
y'all.
Lord of the Rings, if you talk to yourself, you're talking to the wisest person in the room. According to Gandalf, when you talk to yourself, you're talking to the wisest person in the room. So when you tweet at yourself, you're tweeting to the wisest person on Twitter.
Yeah. Gandalf fucking died, didn't he?
Yeah. I fucking died, but you know.
Well, he sacrificed himself.
I don't care. I'm having fun. Twitter's a hellhole, and whatever. If some people laugh, then that's okay.
My
with me.
favorite part of the exchange was when Gina was like, "So who do I talk to?" And he's like, he got jealous. He was like, "How dare you talk to that other one?"
I want to request from the meme lords out there, Jay's face as Gandalf. Thank you in advance.
Boy. Oh boy.
I want to
What's
see
that
it.
one gonna look like? That one's gonna be
I hope it's as good as that wax figure Jay that's been going everywhere on the internet.
That's amazing, by the way.
That's like my
That's
favorite
amazing.
meme I've ever seen. I was like, God damn.
That's not a meme. That's a real.
Jay, that's not for you to decide. All right.
Oh, okay.
It is a meme. All right. I saw.
And everyone keeps
Epic
sharing
Mike
that
posted.
picture.
I saved it. I saw it the other day and I saved it on my phone. I was like, you know what? I'm kind of bored. I just shared it.
Is that from
Jay Hill's
like a
still
park
sticking those-
hopping video, like Darth Vader meeting Darth Vader or something?
Yeah, with Jeremy. The first
Yeah.
time I ever met Jeremy.
Yeah. And now Chris has turned it into this damn
It was a
meme.
live. It was a live stream. So like, so like,
wait,
the
Jay,
quality
was that
wasn't-
the moment you actually saw Jeremy for the first? That was the look on
No.
your face.
No,
not the
no,
first
we
time.
were live,
That's just what
man.
I'm gonna take from that. So that's my reality.
Your
It's
truth?
brutal,
Is
man.
that your truth?
Can we bring this picture up and show
I
the
am
world
right
what we're
now.
talking
I'm
about?
finding
All
it
right.
right now.
It's one of the most uncanny pictures I've ever seen.
I've never seen
It
anything
actually-
like this before.
It actually looks really similar to the still image with you on Gator Boys, whatever the show was.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
actually looks
yeah.
really similar to that one.
All right,
here
can
we
I
go.
get
It's
can I
just
get
like
Gandalf's? I want Gandalf's beard. I want Gandalf's beard on that now.
Look at that face, man. It's brutal.
That's what everyone looks like when they see Jeremy in real life.
That's true.
I don't know. Am I supposed to be happy right now?
Oh my!
It's more like
God.
that's more like I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to smile, but none of it reached his eyes.
I'm so glad I came on the stream today to be laughed at for 15 minutes.
Then there's
Me
that
too.
one. So
Well, this one's boss. Dude, he looks
Yeah.
like a boss right here.
it looks like
Yeah.
a professional wrestler right there. That's what that one looks like.
Woo!
So-
Someone
Yeah.
made that one. Someone made that one too. So
That's just
Man.
yeah. It
Man.
doesn't like. Hopefully we can get we can get a wax figure like of Jay, and
Gosh.
it
Yeah.
needs to look exactly like that.
I
with
just
the-
missed that hat. I missed my hat.
Earwax figure.
You know, Chrissy Mayer, she has this. Someone keeps making her little figures of different people. She got one of herself.
Yeah, he
Andy
made me a
Masterson.
figure.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, he
yeah.
did?
It's right here. Me sleeping on the couch.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't look like that though. I want
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, I have one. Yeah, I have one. Here,
Guys,
hang on.
guys, this isn't about you right now. This is about Jay.
Look at that.
Pretty
That's
sick.
me.
Dude, that
Nice.
like dust plate and shit is pretty fucking dope.
Oh yeah, it's like Revan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's badass.
I
That's pretty
dig that.
badass.
That is
I'm not
so
jealous at
dope.
all.
I want a
I'm
king.
not.
Yeah, I want the
Sorry.
Kingpin J collection now. You know. Yeah.
Andy, if you're watching,
Yeah.
if you're watching, Andy Masterson, Adam's interested.
Heyo.
He's interested in me.
No.
Yeah.
It's about me now, Jay.
Yeah.
You were just complaining that
As
the
if he
attention
wasn't,
was
like,
on
you
you,
know-
and now you're like, wait.
Adam,
whoa,
Adam
it's
was
not
a
me
model
still.
for Abercrombie and Fitch or whatever that company's name is. So
Yeah.
Adam,
You were
Jay,
shockingly
jealousy-
closer than I thought you would be.
Jealousy is not a good look on anyone. All right, it's not.
Yeah.
It's an
I
ugly
will
trick.
say, Jay, that
You are
picture
right.
of you, Jay.
Oh man, it was absolutely amazing.
yeah.
It looks like a Disney animatronic.
That's pretty much it.
It does.
What can I do
that's
about
good.
it? It is what it is. Oh,
Yes,
thanks.
nerdy.
Thanks, Steph.
Yep. Steph's got it as her profile now.
Beautiful.
That is great.
Oh,
that is great.
shit.
That's amazing.
All right. So does anybody need to bounce? I know Cat around the 2-hour mark. You usually bounce. So
yeah,
you good?
usually bounce.
Okay. Well, what do you got going on, Cat?
Ramadan's almost over. I'm gonna be starting fire teams on Destiny on Sunday. I know a lot of people want to play original Destiny, so I'm gonna be
Wait,
alternating.
Destiny 1?
Destiny 1. I got a lot of people wanting to play
Damn.
original Destiny. I'm
Shit,
the only
that
one
game
left
is
on
good.
YouTube who's making original Destiny content. So I asked, do you want me to start opening up fire teams and raid teams on Sundays? And I got a lot of responses. In fact,
That's dope.
might be alternating Xbox and PlayStation on Sundays once Ramadan is over.
That's badass.
Just wanted to say there seems to be something wrong with my Twitter because I had a Twitter account and I deleted it, and people are having difficulty subscribing. They've been saying
I
or
couldn't
following
even
me.
follow you. I couldn't follow you for the
Yeah.
longest on my other account.
And it seems I think the issue resolved itself, but now it's back up again. So I'm going to be trying and getting account access. But I post more in my YouTube community tab than on Twitter anyway. So just follow me on YouTube. I'm going to try and fix it. I'm going to try and contact Twitter. I don't know what else to do.
Yep, just appeal. Just go in there to the appeal, and I think you can just submit an appeal even if you don't have a direct problem. I think you can go in there and tell them you're having a problem, right?
I deleted it, and then I realized that.
No, I know that, but when you do an appeal, it simply just asks you like, "Are you having problems on your account?" Like it doesn't even ask you like the question it says is, "What are you experiencing issues?" And it gives you a whole breakdown of like mobile, desktop, all that. Like it doesn't even feel like an appeal. It basically just feels like you're submitting a problem ticket. Is all it feels like. So just look into that.
Okay, cool. All right. So anyone interested in Destiny 1, comment in my community tab. I'm going to be looking into people who want to play original Destiny. It'll be on Sundays. Other than that, it's been awesome. Last week of
All right.
Ramadan.
Have a good night, Kat.
Good night.
All right, bye. All right, so we're gonna try to get through some of these super chats. Anybody else good? Like
I'm excited to have George the Giant Slayer on my show on Tuesday next week as well.
yeah.
Just want to just throw that out there. That dude, he's got a history to tell, and I'm looking forward to hearing that.
He does
enough to write a book about. In fact,
yeah, is he?
No, he's got
He has a book
multiple.
out.
He's
got a book. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know much about his history.
He's got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I'm looking
Trust me.
forward to it. And then Ripper, we got to book a date too, man. I
Yeah.
want to get you on the show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep. All right, so Ryan, do you want to pick it up from the top over there?
Yeah, I can real quick. I just saw this this fucking meme is so very specific. I haven't watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit in a long time, but
wow,
it's
remember
glorious.
Me, Eddie?
I didn't even
your
think
brother.
about it.
I talk just like this.
Oh my god,
good.
dude, the hat is
Made me
perfect.
Oh my goodness, this is so perfect.
Holy.
That's amazing.
That's
so
such
good.
a
Who did that?
very
Who did that? Devil
made me do it.
Yo,
There you go.
Very good.
That's so fucking
That
specific.
is so specific. Holy crap. Oh my god. That is funny.
That
Everybody
part was
check private chat.
terrifying as like an 8-year-old when I watched that though.
Yeah.
I hear some background, so y'all check private chat. Okay, so we do have man, there's Streamlabs too. So let's well, let me see.
Go Brandon.
Let me go back. Let's go Brandon. That's right. So all right, Ryan, pick it up, and then I'll go back to Xanaximus and read his. But go ahead.
I'll
Ryan, pick it
start
up.
at the beginning. Cooking with Ruthie for $2. Elon Musk, Elon must buy Geeks and Gamers now. Krista, new CEO. Elon couldn't afford us, so it's a nice thought though. But thank you, Ruthie. Brown Gaijin for $5. Taylor Loren's behavior reminds me of the reporter from Die Hard 1 and 2. Irresponsible and risking lies for the sake of fame. Yeah, that dude was a douchebag as well.
Accurate.
She's a terrible
But I don't know if he was as old or as ugly as Taylor Lorenz is.
You guys saw what Tim did, right? Tim Pool.
Yeah, the fucking billboard. We talked about that a little bit.
Beautiful. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
she was freaking out. She's like, they're trying to discredit me. And it's like, no, they're just saying what you fucking did, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not discrediting the fact that you doxed libs of TikTok. They're telling the world that you doxed libs of TikTok while you cry about it. Somehow you've made yourself the victim in this situation.
She made herself the victim this whole time, and now she's complaining about how her family is getting approached by people and it's
harassed.
Like, harassed. Yeah, her family's getting harassed now. It's like, weren't you outside of libs of TikTok's like family's house too?
Yeah, harassing them. Mm-hmm.
Like, bitch, that's what you did. Like, that's,
right.
Yep, exactly.
Andy's calling out Washington Post too. It's like people are focused on her, but he's also saying, "Hey, Wapo, democracy dies in darkness. That's why we're shining a light on you." It's like that also in itself is a cool saying that I like. The world, no one's focusing on that part, but I like that part too.
Yeah.
So Xanaximus sent the $75 Streamlabs earlier, basically asking us who our favorite villain was from a video game. So one that stands out to me, and this is this isn't a main villain, but this is to me is one of the most impactful moments I have ever experienced in a video game. And it is the first time you get to interact with Scarecrow in Arkham Asylum.
Oh,
that is one of the greatest moments I've ever seen, because that thing got into my the way when you're walking up and you're kind of flashing as Bruce, and then Batman, and the way everything about that moment just was, that will never leave me. Like that moment and the experience of that, because I didn't know what was going on. It was fucking with my head at that moment. So I was truly invested in that game so much. So in that moment when it happens, that was just amazing, dude. And so
the fake game crash fucked me up so bad. I was like,
oh, dude,
what the fuck is going on with my Xbox? And then,
I had no idea what was going on, man.
Yeah.
But that was just the best. That was the best. So to me, that's like, if there's a standout villain, it's that one. Also, a Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear. Those are some of the best moments I've ever had as well. So those are two standouts for me. But villains don't go ahead.
Kreia from Knights of the Old Republic 2 is one of the best video game villains of all time.
One of the best Star Wars villains of all time. She's so fucking good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was more nervous to fight Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch Out than any video game, because you just were like, you made it this far and he's he hits you once and you're done. You got to go all the way back and try to get there. He was,
villain. To this day, I've still never beaten Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I can't do it. I can't beat him because I understand that it's all about the rhythm and I can't do it because it psychs me out. So even when I get close, I start making mistakes. So I'm like, he's going to hit me. Because, I was, relatively young when that game was out. So that was like my, the Nintendo Entertainment System was such a big part of my childhood. So yeah, like Mike Tyson, like he was such a larger than life athlete at that time. Like he was so feared, but even in the game, he was even more feared in the game. So I still have never beaten Mike Tyson.
Well,
it's kind of tough coming up with like villains that I actually.
It is kind of. It's not like those ones I mentioned are just the standouts, but like I don't.
Yeah, the one that stuck out to me, just like that had a very impactful moment in the game, was General Shepard from Modern Warfare. I thought that he was great. So,
Oh,
Well, yeah, because the campaigns, I've never played. I've played them, but I've never really been really invested in the campaigns in the Call of Duty games. I'm more into the multiplayer aspects of them. But like, especially Modern Warfare 1 and 2, those are the last campaigns I was really like invested in. And oh my god, man,
that
so
twist
good.
in Modern Warfare 2 with Shepard was insane.
Yes,
So,
I agree with
yeah.
that. I agree with that. I do remember like the airport scene, and was that Modern Warfare 1 or 2? Is that 2? That was 2, right? Where you kind of
I love the airport scene, dude.
Oh, the airport scene's Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
Is that
no
2?
Russian.
Yeah.
No Russian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Russian.
Yep. Exactly.
That was such a great one. That's such a great one. All right, Rip, what you got?
Oh, go ahead, Rip.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, Albert Wesker. It's not even close.
Yes. I knew Resident Evil was going to come into this.
Are you looking forward to Wesker and the
No, I'm not.
Netflix live action?
Looking for the bald head black fucking Wesker. It's not anything.
You didn't even. Ryan didn't even finish the fucking question.
I already knew where he was going with that.
You know, he came out today and he said that he described it as like a family-oriented drama.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see.
Wait, he's talking about Resident Evil adaptation?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. God.
That's exactly what I'm.
We want to focus on the characters outside of the main story. That's
Silver timeline. Fucking shit.
bullshit.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Mine is
Go ahead, Adam.
Sephiroth, Final Fantasy
Mm-hmm.
VII. When you see him floating down at the end with the theme song, that was definitely like the first time I was like, "Holy shit!" Fighting a boss, because you kind of you're constantly seeing him throughout the entire game, and then finally when you get there, that was also. But another one is an honorable mention is Seath from Dark Souls 1. I don't know how many Dark Souls player there is. I just love that.
Mark would be very happy to hear that one. Mark the Cyborg. He'd be very, very happy. So
Ryan took my top choice because Darth Kreia is one of my favorite villains in any property. Period. She's amazing. But my number 2, like honorable mention, is Kefka from Final Fantasy VI, because he's a fucking clown, and then he beats you, and you just like you fucking lose like. Everybody like freaked out when Thanos like snapped his fingers and shit. But like for me playing a video game and you like play through it and you're like got these leveled up characters and you just fucking lose the fight, and then later he comes back as this like all powerful like demigod figure and stuff. But he was a fucking clown in the beginning, and you don't take him seriously until he like shows you, nah, dude, like I'm that big dick energy. So yeah, it was pretty great.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. So
nice.
All right, so thank you, Xanaximus, big supporter. Thank you, Xanaximus, for all of your love and support you've been giving us recently. All right, go ahead, Ryan, and then I'm gonna read this 3-parter from Enoch Milan.
Bruh for $5 says bruh.
Jay's laugh consistently building.
Zeus Play for $10. Hi geeks, love the content. I recently bought the Tiny Tina's Wonderland and had to delete it during character creation because it forces you to pick your fucking pronouns. Goodbye, Borderlands. Damn. Well, thank you, Zeus Play, for that.
I just played that with Josiah yesterday. Whoops.
Waiting for the Orville for 5. Hail G&G team and others. How's everyone doing tonight? It feels like a party, just like Twitter does. So thank you. Waiting for the Orville.
Yes.
Chris Curran, peace to the crew tonight. Thank you, Chris. The Walt Man for 5. Shh. It's okay, Quibi. You lasted longer than CNN Plus. Pretty good.
We got so Enoch and I got a 3-parter. Bad news, Jeremy. After Sunday, I've determined that you're more illiterate than Gary, but don't fret. I refuse to give up on you. So to be extra helpful, I'm going to give you not 1 but 2 words of the day. Lobe, definition: a roundish and flattish part of something, typically each of 2 or more such parts divided by a fissure, and often projecting and hanging in a sentence. Jeremy can't read because his frontal lobe was pierced by a forklift. And then the second one is cloaca. Definition: a cavity at the end of a digestive tract for the release of both excretory and genital products
Cloaca.
in vertebrates and certain vertebrates. In a sentence, the girl at Taco Bell's crotch kicked Ryan so hard she has a cloaca or cloaca. I don't know what the fuck that means. You know, mine gave $65. Yeah, so I'm good with that.
Thank you.
I still didn't call The Last of Us Part 2 T. Louis Part 2. Okay,
That was miserable listening to you get through those super chats.
Gary called
rough.
it. Gary said it was T. Louis Part 2. T. Louis.
Yeah, because someone just TLOU, like that's what they typing. He had no fucking idea. He was like T. Louis, whatever. So, let's see, where did I go? Crispy No Ken for $10. You and Drunk got your old accounts back. That's a huge W. I hope Az and Lethal get theirs back as well.
Yes.
Elon Musk is doing the very best for Twitter. I'm loving every second of it. Thank you, Crispy No Ken.
Yeah, I would have to imagine Az is definitely going to get his back, and same with Lethal. I don't see any reason why if all these other accounts are coming back. I don't know. I know Az did do the appeal. I don't know if Lethal has, but I'll talk to him. Like, all you got to do is do. So if you have an account and you want that account to return, just go through the appeals process. And I mean, all I said was I posted a meme and got banned for it. They said, what was the reason for your issue? I said I posted a meme and got banned for it. So that's it.
We were talking about Trump earlier too. I know he said that he's not coming back, that he's supposedly going to start using Truth Social, but you know he wants a piece of that attention.
You know that ego. Yeah, that ego
exactly.
That wants to be there.
That dude, I don't think he's going to last longer. If he can come back, he's going to come back.
I feel like so too. I don't know why he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have made that public stance, but that's him just
exactly.
But at the same time, with the ego, his ego wants to believe that True Social is going to be like the biggest thing ever, you know?
Yeah.
And so
I think that's probably more of what's holding him back from.
He probably put a lot of money into True Social.
I would imagine,
not knowing that Elon was going to actually basically screw him over. Because
exactly.
Elon Musk basically ended Truth Social.
Yeah, and Getter and any of these other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Leftist. I mean, if you want a place to speak your mind, get on Gab. I guess go for it. Just see how that goes for you.
They're going to Mastodon. I've never even heard of that. I don't know what that is.
Mastodon is basically a Twitter clone. It's been around for a long ass time, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. We got Jay Schwalbach for $39.79. Tim Pool believes Twitter is undoing the shadow banning and other crap that they were doing before the audit comes. Tucker Carlson got 62,000 new followers in 12 hours. Other conservative sites have also jumped. They are afraid, very afraid. Hail all. I think that there's definitely some legitimacy to that belief, because there's no other, like, again, I think 62,000 followers is fucking insane, even for someone of Tucker Carlson's size in that time frame. Like, Ripa, you got a huge account. How many followers have you gained?
I haven't looked at how many I gained, but it's been a little noticeable for sure.
All right, because you and Adam both have like really big accounts. You got both got over 100,000 followers. So Adam, you've gained a couple thousand, few thousand.
Let me see. 2 days ago, I had 121,000. Now I have. Hold on, I'm opening Twitter.
Because if I go to my old account, or what
I have 125.4 now. So I've gained 4,400 followers in 2 days.
Wow. Okay.
That's a lot. That's crazy.
On the account before I had my other one reinstated, that one's gained almost 800 or around 800. And that's only got like 15,000 followers, but that's 800. So that's about in line with, what Adams gained on his huge, account. So
you made a good point on my post when I was talking about it. You said, it's probably a lot of people coming back. And I think it's a combination of people coming back or even just signing up for the first time. But the fact that I see so many people that I haven't seen in months, that I follow 640 people, right? And I see a lot of the same people primarily as I'm scrolling Twitter. But the past 2 days, and people are telling me, they're like, holy shit, like, I thought you stopped tweeting. I'm like, no, I tweet all the time. Like, people who follow me and know that I tweet, like, man, I'm spicy on Twitter. I throw shade everywhere. as much as I can because it's fun. I enjoy it, and so I think they're definitely well. And you know that all the employees got cut off, right? I think you mentioned it actually earlier in the show. They're not allowed to even touch the source code.
Yep.
So, who knows what the employees themselves are doing? I mean, I read a report earlier today about, I think 99% of all donations from Twitter employees were to Democrats.
It's like 98.2 or 98.4. It's like, heaven forbid there be a little balance.
Well,
I'm not even right here.
I'm not even big on Twitter, and I've gained like 145 followers just in today.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Exactly.
Well, look at this right here. Elon's responding
to the lawyer.
Yeah, like I love that he's so transparent, man. You know what I mean?
I know, it's amazing.
It really is. Like, it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. He is ruffling feathers like crazy.
Did you see he
even responded to the whole New
laptop
York Post thing?
Yeah. I'll read it. He said, suspending the Twitter
laptop.
account of a major news organization for publishing a truthful story was obviously incredibly inappropriate. It's like, damn. Talking about New York Post,
I was like,
And
wow.
but then he actually there was someone that replied to him, a Twitter employee that replied to him.
That's not what happened. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
shit, dude.
So it's gonna get interesting.
That laptop story was so bad. It was
Ryan,
so
that
bad.
same person actually posted and deleted a tweet that said he kind of like wrote it in source code, and it was like in parentheses and then brackets. It said like if conservative bracket block tweet and source code. And it's like same guy who worked at Twitter, who worked in the engineering or in the coding department of Twitter. It's like
Connor Campbell, is that the guy?
Yeah, I don't remember his name, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
You're fucked up now.
Durasteel Potato for Canadian $5. Unbreaded. Thank you, Durasteel Potato. The Walt Man with the same super chat again for 5. Shh, it's okay, Quibi. You lasted longer than CNN Plus. Thank you again. Mark Jones for 2. The fuck's that so funny for? We just read it.
I just love how he just expresses
it. Bobby Bob.
The fuck you laughing at, Mike?
Yeah, he gets so upset.
Right?
He'll literally like read somebody's name. He'll be like Captain Dildo for $5, and everybody laughs. And he goes, "What's so fucking funny?" I'm like,
I already read that one once.
It's still funny when you.
But your commitment is quality, Ryan. Accept it.
Boy, yeah, and then I gotta stay mad though. That's part of the whole deal,
That is
Bobby
true.
Bob for $10. Remember Times article where they detail a large coordinated effort made by corporations and powerful people to manipulate, censor, and sway the 2020 election? That ability took a big hit.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much credibility that was lost in general, but
fortification.
So
got to secure the election.
Mike, did you want to laugh? Mike, did you want to laugh about anything? Just wanted to clear that up before we move on.
The Walt Man for another $2 says, "Dope." Sent the same one. Sorry about that free $5. No problem. You made Mike laugh, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's okay. Hang on. We got Joseph from Fitty. Why do smart chicks look so good? I.e., Krista and My Nerdy Home. Hail TNT crew. Ryan, keep on Alex vids. Ripa, you look dehydrated. Ripa looks tired tonight. He looks tired. But I like you like the chicks. Here, look, I'm gonna bring another one in. Hey, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell
There's
is
2 of
happening?
me.
Here we go.
That's not weird at all.
She looks so nervous. She's like, "You found my twin." I don't know.
Should we just remove
How do you even do that?
Magic.
Another tab.
I don't believe you, Krista.
I'm a wizard.
All right, bye to the second, Krista. Boy,
You say bye to the first one too if you want.
All right, here we go. She left. Blame Ryan. Blame Ryan, everybody.
That guy Eli for 5. Better Call Saul ruined my mood for the week. Well, shit. I don't want to fucking read this because this is a fucking huge spoiler, which I didn't fucking know about.
Yeah, don't. If it's a spoiler, don't read it.
But it doesn't say a specific person or anything. But
if you watch the
anyway,
show.
I thank you, that guy Eli. But this and FNT will lift my spirit. I appreciate it, that guy Eli. Yeah, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, so I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody else. Uni 37 for $5. Not a geek or gamer, but find myself here every Tuesday. Tell Ripa goats don't belong in the damn house.
He remembers that story. That's interesting.
What?
He's talking about a goat that we had that thought it was a dog.
We had a goat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
He brought that so casual, like still he didn't give it any more details. Just like
I respect Ripa so
You
much.
had a goat that you thought was a dog?
No, I didn't think it was a dog.
ask you about that,
The goat
Ripa.
thought it was a dog.
I
The
want to know
goat
more
thought
about
it was
He
a
had a
dog.
goat, Jay.
What was his name?
Bob.
Bob the goat.
Hey, Bob the goat. You know,
Yeah,
he's a
Bob
dog.
the goat.
He's a dog
Get the
goat.
fuck
His
out
name's
the
Bob.
house.
Did he shit inside?
No, he never did that.
He was a good
fuck?
goat, Ryan.
He was
You
a
didn't pee
dog.
on a pad? Like a puppy pad?
He went outside
No,
probably
He went outside.
with like the dogs.
Of all of the discussions we have throughout this fucking show, the only thing that gets Chris's attention is a goat.
Yeah. Well, he's just so chill about it too. He's like, "What's the big deal?" I had
He's like, "Yeah, I had a
goat.
goat."
I'm just chilling out in the yard.
You ever have any pigs rolling around inside?
Yeah,
No,
Jay only has
no.
experience with cats, so that's
No,
why
I
he
took
doesn't.
Jay's like,
hold
"I've never
on,
killed a
yeah.
goat before."
Yeah, Ripa's about to find a picture of him
Yeah.
like smiling with a dog on one side and a fucking goat on the other.
No, I do have a picture when I was young with Bob. But hold up. Share this if anybody wants to see what Bob the goat.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I
Let's
wanna see
see.
Bob.
Chris was so excited. She's like, "I'm invested in this stream now."
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There he is.
Oh,
Bob
look
the
at
goat.
it.
What up, Bob?
He
Yes.
has the same beard as Gary.
Yeah. Bob the goat.
Oh my God! Someone put that in his
Yeah.
Rodan helmet.
His name should have been
Amazing.
Gary. Gary the goat.
Amazing.
Oh my God!
He looks like one of those guys that you slice up in Elden Ring that rolls around.
Yeah.
Bob the
Yeah.
goat. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
is funny.
The Rohan
Krista,
helmet. Someone's got to
do
put
the-
it on that, please.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yes. Krista, give us the goat.
Meh. That's what Ripa probably heard a lot of.
No, I've lived near goats. They're a lot louder and way more annoying than that.
Kind of like Ryan.
I am louder. Let's see. Mark Jones for $2. Oof. Opinions on just some guy, aka just some pedo. I'm not gonna put that on him.
No.
But so I'm not gonna put that on him. However, I will say I got asked about that on my stream the other day. The dude's kind of losing his mind and losing his base, really going against his audience. I didn't know just some guy was gay. That obviously is the case, and he's very offended over the stuff going on in Florida. But it's never a good idea once you build your audience one way to all of a sudden go very anti that thing for seemingly no reason, start attacking your core audience, which is what he's been doing. I think it's a big mistake. Don't know what's going on with him. He hadn't said anything bad about me as far as I know, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing was I've never, like, we've been asked about it, and I've talked about, like, yeah, you know, I have no issue with him personally. Obviously, his takes I have some major issues with, but then he went on this. I guess it wasn't me. I just had noticed the other day that he had unfollowed me. I didn't realize that he basically did a whole mass block on everybody, and then soft block.
Yeah,
Like,
the thing
if
is,
you-
he had like 10,000 followers, and all of a sudden he had like 200.
200, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, we all have bad days. We all have shit that triggers us on the internet. But we all talked about it before. You have a bad day on the internet, you get triggered on the internet, or you don't disagree with somebody. The answer isn't to attack your core audience, or attack your fans. You know, I mean, so that's I think that's the part that's the weird part, is like you just go after everybody instead of saying, hey, I'm upset about this. This bothers me, and this is a personal issue to me. Whether you guys agree or not, like, it doesn't matter, and then go move on. But to, like, yeah, I don't know.
Make it your entire thing. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. That's a lot of these outspoken gay people online. I mean, I have nothing against people being gay, but when you make it your everything, you lost the plot, because that's being gay is just, some people are gay, like that's fine, no one cares. But when you like turn it into like all you talk about and all you are, that's your whole thing, it's like it gets old really quickly, because it's like, do you want to be normal or do you want to be a victim? Do you want to stand out for something that you know is not like a character, you know, an inherent character, like what you are is different, you know? I don't know, it's silly. How
it just
far these people go.
At the end of the day, the biggest problem is that he's completely wrong about the Florida bill.
Correct.
It's not homophobic. It's nothing like that. And I don't think there's really that many people out there that are saying all gay people are groomers. I think a lot of people out there saying that groomers are groomers, regardless of their gender or sexuality or whatever. And if you internalize that and take it to mean one thing, I can't really help you with that. So.
Well, and it's kind of it's a tactic. That's why you call it the "Don't Say Gay" bill, because then if you're uneducated, you immediately are triggered by the emotional response. And so then you're upset about something, and then once you're in your feelings, you're not thinking clearly, you know, and everything. And it's a shitty thing to do, but they do it on purpose because they know that it'll trigger people. You know, so
Yeah. I got $50 on Streamlabs from Low Watermark. Happy Tuesday night. Thank you, Low Watermark. Appreciate that. Horror Amarada, $20.
Hey.
This whole thing feels like a party. I'm loving the back and forth, the meltdowns, and the new people showing up, old people coming back. Love it. See you guys in the tweets. Yeah, it is really, it is pretty fun. It's fun to be on Twitter right now. That's a very shocking thing to say, but it is fun to be on Twitter.
You saw Sarah Gonzalez, right?
Oh,
she's
yeah,
going
we
nuts.
mentioned
She's
it.
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
don't read what she's saying on YouTube.
No, you can on YouTube.
I don't know. I don't think we can yet. No,
not yet.
Nick
Elon,
did. I couldn't believe it.
Elon, buy YouTube next. So
please.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
that'd be amazing. He probably can't afford that right now.
Yeah, just work on this one for right now. We also have an Odyssey chat from Slimer Snarf. Great conversation. Keep it going for $20. Thank you, Slimer Snarf.
Nice.
Over on Odyssey for $5. Zaya Libertas says, throwing some Odyssey tips your way. Thanks for live streaming here. Hope you'll promote your Odyssey live streams more. We do it every single week over there and on Rumble. So.
One thing we need to do is because the main thing is we really only do like one kind of panel stream a week. All of other streams are gaming related, and the problem with that is we still just haven't figured out how we can multi-stream to different platforms through Streamlabs. We need to figure that out. That's the reason we're not doing the other streams. But yeah, obviously Tuesday we always stream on Odyssey and on Rumble, and so we appreciate all of our audience over there. So, and Odyssey's doing some cool stuff, man. So, we need to keep that grind up.
Just got the membership going.
Cool. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. We also, I'll read this one because I don't know if Jeremy's going to know what this one is. Meth Bear for $20. Positivity cannot exist without negativity. And DSP reacting to Wings Down the Rabbit Hole was a manifest horror. $370 in tips, dumped down a greasy hole, blown on sweaty man JPEGs. Merciful God, cleanse his hovel. Request 500 rounds. DPICM. Fire for effect. Over. I actually no shit.
Ryan knows so much about this. That's the funny thing. Like I don't know much about that. Ryan, like I've had to ask Ryan about the whole DSP lore. He knows so much about it. It's crazy.
So DSP on his stream a couple days ago reacted to the Wings Down the Rabbit Hole by Frederick Knudsen. Like he reacted to the entire thing. He cut it into 5 fucking parts. It took forever, and he's a fucking idiot. But I listened to the entire fucking thing. So yeah. It was a huge waste of time, but it is what it is.
Trying to decide if Ryan's impersonation of DSP or Josiah or Jay or Krista, like you need to just create a new YouTube channel where you're impersonating people, Ryan. You're that good at it.
Especially
he is good
Rippa.
at it. He is really good at it.
He's really good at it. So
you got to go full Rippa.
I still want you and
me and Gundam.
Yes.
Yeah, me and Gundam and Az on a stream about DSP. That'd be pretty
and
good.
you have to be DSP. That would be great. So
Bushin Ruikat for 5. G&G chat, and especially Eric, with Musk in charge and accounts being restored, will he lift the no false info on COVID ban?
That's the biggest one for me.
It's already up. Look at Sarah Gonzalez.
Well, yeah, we'll see. If it's
yeah.
But yeah, like that to me is was the biggest crime of it all, because these companies work together to just stifle one complete side of the conversation, and that was just so fucking criminal. That they did that. It didn't matter if you were an expert. We saw what happened. Excuse me. I saw what happened to Robert Malone. We'll see what happens, but I will say that in the past, yes, he's been critical of that policy. I don't know if you guys remember that he refused to enforce it with Tesla, and also when that testing was a big deal, he had tweeted publicly about this shit. Something ain't right about this shit. So he's been critical of it, and we'll see if he followed through. But I think that would be a huge thing if that whole medical misinformation thing was like reversed.
Dr. Zelenko's back on Twitter. Yeah, his shit's blown up.
I think that's what 99.9% of people really want. They want to be able to question authority. They want to be able to talk about masks and jabs. They want to be able to talk about an election and its security. That's really it. You know, I don't think that the majority of the population is looking at when Elon Musk talked about free speech and thinking, hey, I can say the N-word. You know, but
absolutely not. Yeah.
That's what they're saying, though.
I mean,
that's the narrative they're
personally, personally, I don't give a fuck. I think
Hold on.
Elon Musk said all legal speech, and I mean, as far as I know, not in America at least. I'm sure there's some other countries, but racial slurs aren't illegal. Not saying I want to be out. Not saying I want to go out there and use racial slurs, but what I'm saying is it doesn't bother me at all because we see him hurled at white people all the time. That's not a fucking problem.
So I see all these leftists saying, "Oh, they just want to open up. They want to bring up the hate." They all really believe, like you guys were mentioning earlier, if you're right of Bernie Sanders, you're basically conservative. You're basically on this right side. You basically want to spew your hate rhetoric online. Like we wouldn't see shit like that and ratio the fuck out of it because that's what a lot of us do. We like see shit that's hateful. We see shit that's stupid. Dumb takes. It's like that's what happens.
Yes,
ratio the shit out of it. Look how stupid this racist asshole is. Like that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
most people.
But in their heads, they that's the thing. In their heads, like you can't say the words. You're not allowed to. You have to control the speech, but also because they're projecting on people how they really feel. They think about those words all the time. They have all those words in their head. Like me and Rip have said it multiple times. Those people are some of the most racist people you ever met. You back them into a corner, they'll call you all the names in the book.
I mean, you name it.
I've been called shit. I had to go look it up.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck
here.
is that?
Same
you know, but they know it all. But you know, then Ryan might know 2 words, but they're like, well, he's the racist one. But Ryan would only call me that in specific context, and you know. He's usually wearing a hood when he does it, so you can't tell it's him. But.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got you back.
You said it in like such a way that like isn't really joking or doesn't like really sound any joking. You're just like Ryan. I mean, Ryan would only call me the N-word in like a very specific scenario. like no sarcasm detected. Let's see. We got Marcus Henry. They restored Babylon B. We talked about that a little bit. They were locked out of the account, so we'll see if they ever start tweeting again.
Oh, they haven't tweeted again?
Okay. No, not since March. JS Pena for 2. Damn it, I was expecting Kyle Dunnigan for Elon Musk. Oh, I imagine Kyle could have some very creative shit for that.
Yeah, I bet that'd be really good.
That'll be good. Red Ring of Death for 5. Why do I love the thought of Elon speaking like Jay? Because Elon Musk really just talks like, when you really think about it, you know, I think free speech is important for democracy. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good.
You really need to create a fucking channel where
real, dude.
I'm making. You know what?
No.
Fuck you. No, I'll fucking make the Geeks Gamers channel, and you fucking run it there. We're just gonna have Ryan impersonate people, and we're gonna get millions of views. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
When we
it's
got
done.
Kyle Dunnigan out there,
Done.
it's kind of tough. But,
No, fuck that. Fuck that. We'll put resources behind it. We'll put editing. Done. It's over. You done fucked
We'll
up
see.
now. Got a new idea.
But yeah, Elon talks like he's so smart. He's just that fucking autistic. You know what I mean? Like that's how he speaks.
Yeah,
you know?
totally. Yep.
Can you give us a Josiah real quick?
What?
Dude, his Josiah impression, it's pretty
It's
funny.
the greatest thing I've ever seen.
The
You're my
workers
friend,
on
and
Twitter losing their minds over Elon Musk taking over and getting ready to make free speech for all on Twitter has been hilarious, and I am all for it. We have been watching all day. And most recently, this Marvel actress, I have never heard of her, but her name's Jamila Jamil. I think that's how you say it. But she supposedly works for Marvel. She is quitting Twitter over this. Yes, guys, really, she's quitting Twitter. Let's get into this.
Oh, shit.
I just assumed that's what your video was, Josiah. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I just saw the notification, and I also made one today. So
That was pretty good. You sounded like you watched my video, so good job.
Of course.
Ryan watches everything. Okay. You guys don't understand. Ryan has knowledge of the internet that no one would imagine. Okay. The darker, the dirtier, and the more fucked up it is, Ryan knows everything about it. Like there'll be some fucked up story. I'm like, I don't know about this. Hey, Ryan. Hey, do you know about boom? And then he just moves right into it. Yep. 30 minutes later, I know everything.
Be like a 5-minute Cliff Notes version of like 6 years of internet lore.
Yeah. It's truly astonishing how much information Ryan has on so many things. It's crazy.
And then there'll just be like, and there's probably like fucking 50 Minecraft YouTubers that are 19 years old and have 20 million subs that have never fucking
And you
heard
have
of.
and you've never even heard of.
Yeah. It just tells you how small fucking like how small we are on the internet.
Yes. Joseph Finley, in one screen view, red rim glasses look hot and drunk 3PO looks retarded. How do you feel about that, Jay?
Oh, they're talking about Steph's glasses though.
Yeah.
On one screen, red rim glasses look hot, and Jay just looks tired. But
Jay,
yeah, peace.
Retarded.
Blue Shell for 5. I watched one of your recent Fortnite streams, and you had 5 straight wins. So here you go, $5. Enjoy.
Hell yeah!
Oh, thanks.
And we again, so it looks like it's going to be me, Krista, Jay, and Josiah over on Twitch. In about 15 minutes, I'll probably let Krista go ahead bounce, and then she'll go ahead and get everything set up. We'll run through these, and then we'll be playing Fortnite probably a long time tonight. No,
I got to bounce actually, but
all right, buddy. All right, man. I'll see you Thursday, man.
All right.
See you on Thursday.
See you, man.
See you,
all
man.
right, buddy. Have
Later
a good
on.
one. So we'll get that rolling here soon.
Let's see. Bobby Bob for 5. Canadian Space Bear. Mark for $5.
Didn't we get a new member?
I'm sure that we. I only have the super chat thing pulled up. I don't have the
Canadian bear.
There you go. Little Canadian bear action.
It's running its course out. I'm happy.
Mark
no one's
for
laughing
5
anymore.
Mark for $5. Question for Elon: any plans to buy YouTube?
No.
Well said. Lane from Canada for $20. This Twitter situation has inspired, emboldened, and impassioned me to enact meaningful change in the world, even more than the most recent gay minority coming out to his family in an Oreo commercial. That's good. Imagine, like, I don't even want to eat Oreos after that. What the fuck does that have to do with eating a goddamn Oreo?
I know, dude. Yeah.
Unless it was a white dude telling me he's getting gangbanged by 2 black dudes, I don't see what that has to do with fucking Oreos or what relevance there could possibly be. Eric K for 2. Elon said, have a great D. I do not want a D. Or maybe like your personal one. Have a great one. I don't know. Let's see. Bill Sotheby for 20. You'll have to forgive Jay. He could only mimic half of the autistic savant aspect of Elon Musk. I suppose we can individually decide which half. Thank you, Bill Sotheby.
Thanks. Retarded, autistic. Keep them coming, man.
Well, you got Savant there.
There you go.
Bruce Flash for 5. Eric and Mike have been taking all my bits with damn good Twitch streams.
Yeah, appreciate you, Eric.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
That says Bruce Flash.
Yeah, man, he's always showing love, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Westfield for $5. Learn from Trump's mistake. Fire them all. Otherwise, they'll continue to sabotage from within. I think that Trump surrounded himself with people that didn't have the best interests in mind when he was in office sometimes.
That's one of the things I'll say. Trump is terrible at picking people for his teams and stuff. So
now look at some of his endorsements lately.
Yeah.
Like there's been a string over the past like 2 or 3 weeks, a string of Trump endorsements who like then behind camera have been saying things that he does not want them saying. Of course, Dr. Oz too.
I saw the Dr. Oz one, and man, I saw people because it got a massive amount of backlash on like, you know, a lot of the like accounts that are pro-Trump and everything. And then people were criticizing, and you saw some people going, no, what Trump's doing is he's bringing attention to him so that he can set him up and destroy. I'm like, oh my god,
those are the people that think he's still the president.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they still think he's like playing 7D chess and stuff. And
I was like, come on, man! Like the mental gymnastics you got. Like again, I'm a huge Trump supporter, massive fan of the guy. But good Lord, man, when he makes a bad call, just call it like it is. Like,
exactly.
Holy shit. Like they were just jumping through hoops to justify it. They're like, no, what Trump's doing is he's shining a light on him so that he can expose Dr. Oz, but he wants to make sure everyone sees it first. I'm like, what? What are you fucking talking about? Holy shit.
Well, and not every fucking endorsement's gonna be fucking spot on or whatever, but
no,
I
but
do
you
think
got to give him credit
over the past couple weeks and months, he needs to tighten it up a little bit.
You got to give him credit though. Most of his endorsements pan out. Like the reason, like in the past couple year, like he's doing pretty good. There's some bad calls, but Dr. Oz was a really bad one. That was a really bad one.
Well, the vast majority of his endorsements win.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But as we've seen recently with some of them getting exposed, does that mean that they're still the person we want there? Kind of.
Yeah.
Threat,
Well, it's as good as you can ask for. I think in generally speaking, you're not going to bat 1,000. You're just not going to do it. Like I think batting 700 is phenomenal. You know what I mean?
For sure. Jabraylin Van Zant for 2. Jeremy, have you guys talked about the Foley meltdown?
Foley? Like Mick Foley?
Oh yeah, it's not a meltdown. He's a leftist. He's been one.
Yeah. So what happened? Did he say something about? Twitter
he just said that. Yeah, he just said he was gonna. He's really considering leaving Twitter.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. Mick Foley said a lot of stupid stuff over the years. See, like the thing is and I've said this before. Like I am convinced that most of the people that I've followed or been a fan of are that way. Like somebody like one of my favorite wrestlers is CM Punk. CM Punk's a fucking left-wing soy boy.
Oh yeah,
he just is. He's a fucking SJW. I just what he does in the ring is what I like. But I'll off the outside of the ring and whatever, he's the left-wing SJW, man. He's an idiot. As long as I don't see that shit in the ring, though, that's all I cared about.
Yeah. Well, I used to be a huge fan of Batista, and then even his in-ring performances suffered because of his fucking shit.
I agree with that, and that's kind of where I look at with like Mark Hamill, where the real world nonsense that it actually kind of bled into his on-screen stuff too. Like I can't take Mark Hamill seriously ever again. Mm-hmm. I don't take him seriously. Period. Mm-hmm. I would rather just have anybody. I mean, just anybody at this point that play Luke Skywalker other than Mark Hamill. Fuck Mark Hamill. Fuck him forever.
Yep. We just got some news. We got some something to celebrate here. Mimology just got his channel or his Twitter account back.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Nice.
How many? He's had like
I just saw that Nerdy Home just posted that.
He's got like 8 accounts banned over the past couple of years. All right, let's see. Let me follow this. Oh, I'm following. Okay, we're already following.
Yeah, I'm
Sweet,
already
there
following.
it
So
is.
I imagine the followers will surge back up like the rest of you guys did over the
Mhm.
next couple hours. So hell yes, we need
That's
more
awesome.
mamology in our lives.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Blast radius for 5. Elon should have bought YouTube instead. YouTube's went downhill ever since Comrade, Karen, Susan Wojcicki took it over. Yeah, I mean, I will say this. I think that in a lot of ways, we're less censored, even though it sucks. We're less censored here. We're less censored here on YouTube than we have been on Twitter.
Say
to
what
be
you
honest
will,
with you.
that's just a fact.
Yeah.
I've said this many times before as the back-to-back champ. Of all the platforms that I've had, remember I don't know if y'all remember, I was banned from Twitter for 4 or 5 months. There for a little bit, like a couple years ago or something. Like, was it last year? I don't fucking remember. But of all of the platforms that I've been on and I post material regularly, that's been the least restrictive, certainly of them, and I've been able to at least get my issues resolved. In comparison to me waiting 5 months to get back on fucking Twitter. So
I agree with that. I mean, again,
and I can say retard on YouTube and not get fucking banned. So.
Nothing will ever be perfect. Okay, nothing will ever be perfect, and I hear a lot of complaints about YouTube and all that. And again, there's valid complaints to be out there, but it's all, like I said, it's all relative. And right now, to me, by far, not even close, YouTube, I am most comfortable on YouTube than any other platform, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, maybe not to now Twitter. Obviously, I'll probably be more comfortable on Twitter now, but I'm saying like prior to Elon Musk dropping 44 billion, this is by far the most comfortable platform I'm on. It's like when I go on Twitch, when we're over there, zero politics. That and we just don't talk about them over there. You know what I mean? That's just and of course that's just over there for gaming. Other people talk politics. I'm not saying you can't talk politics on Twitch. I'm just saying for me, I've seen how Twitch does shit. We're over there to play video games, but like YouTube by far is the best platform. Not perfect, but easily the best in terms of that stuff.
Hold on, somebody clipped out "See Come Lou."
I just saw it. Oh my gosh, you need to play
We're gonna have to put that on Friday Night Tights. We're gonna put that on front. There we go.
Reserving that retort.
Hey Ryan, though, your friend see come Lou, see some Lou. Yeah,
What hold on. Did you say see come Lou?
Ryan's like, oh god.
The guy from
I know now. See Moon Lou.
See Moon Lou. Sorry.
See come
That's a great clip right there. That's great.
That's amazing.
And even when we finally corrected him, he said "See Moon Lou."
Oh shit.
Oh, Simu. Thank you, Jay.
Good old C-com, man.
Yeah. Paul S. for $5. It's only one platform, but one is enough. Look how effective Fox News is. One right-leaning news network dominates all the others. Well, I mean, I got my complaints about Fox News too, but it is true that just Twitter being impactful and just Twitter being potentially a place where it is a little bit more freer could have huge ramifications. No doubt about it. Josh Krutchkey for $5. We need to remember the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. Yep. And this is, I do feel the energy is shifted, but it's not anywhere near the fucking end. Like, we got a long fucking way to go, and this is a start. This is another step along the path.
I'm really annoyed right now because I just see like a lot of high profile, people on the right or whatever, conservatives, whatever you want to call them, that are saying, "Oh, we won," or "We're winning" on Twitter right now, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
no, you fucking
we can have our night of celebration or whatever, but then we have to get back to work and keep moving forward. So
You're right about that. A6 says SpaceX's manned rocket is launching in 5 hours. The astronauts named the capsule Freedom. Really? That's awesome. That's good to
really
hear.
cool.
What's up,
Nice.
A6? Creeker Nation for 3 says, I would love to see Ryan play Rust. That game blew up for like a little while, right? And then like it kind of went away.
I imagine there's still a lot of content creators for it.
Yeah.
It really is one of those things that I think blew up because of all the compilation videos and stuff like that you could where people were able to see what you could do with it and how you could fuck with people and everything. So I've never played it. It'd be fun though sometime.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were about to make a Baldwin joke there.
That's
about
exactly
Rust.
what I thought
Yeah.
Ryan was going to do. I just
Oh,
really
no.
thought that's where he was going with that one. Icanalist, this is for 5. 909, late NJ. Late NJ. And then Icanalist for another 10. This is to help Elon buy a better green screen. Talking about and,
That's all I got, okay?
Icanalist.
That's all I can afford.
Icanalist, Android, you can make it the way you want it. Apple, you take it the way the company wants it. That's exactly it. Again, I think Apple makes like a very good product. I should do. I think it's a good product. It's way too. It's basically they give you what they want you to have and you have to accept it. Whereas I feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want on my Android, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's for grandmas. It's fine.
So,
I mean, they need phones. So,
don't you guys have phones?
Yeah. BFSD 150 for $5. George, when you say Butterbean, do you mean Doofus Biden? Yes, he was referring to Biden. Man for $5. 2 men with Tesla hats on said, "This is tweeter country." Then they beat me up.
Hey, did you see what's that transgender person that I pointed out a few weeks ago that had that tweet? Ryan, you follow whoever it is. That's
Sophia Norwitz?
Yeah, did you see the tweet? Let me see. Let me find it. Hang on.
I know she's tweeting a lot today, but I don't know. I would need a little bit more specifics than
It was
did you
about
see the
it
tweet?
was about like what's her handle?
Sophia Norwitz. Let me look. She has 2 accounts, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know which one I saw. It was about getting beat up. It was this
Oh
story
yeah,
about,
where she said she got she talked about getting beat up or whatever, and she was attacked or some shit.
It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah,
it was one of those. They had me in the first half. You know.
Yeah, I actually posted that. I shared that one. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find
it.
It was so
actually pretty
good.
fucking funny.
It was really good. It was really good.
Darius Harvey for $100 super chat. I don't know if we got that when it came in, but thank
I
you
did,
so
yeah.
much, Darius. There's Yellow Flash's tweet. Thank you again. Appreciate it, Flash. G Game Master for 5. Leftists are reeing and leaving, and we're laughing at them and saying good riddance. We are indeed, because we know they'll be back. Chris Torby for Aussie 15. I did freelance design work for Twitter last year. Their bland guidelines were blatantly leftist, no gendering, 50% of imagery representing LGBT and POC. Trump tweets used as examples of banned tweets.
I got it in a private
There
chat.
you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris Torby. Darius Harvey for $10. Yeah, massive mistake if Trump doesn't come back. Agreed. Gerald Armstrong for $5. Of course, Androids sell more. All phones besides iPhones are Android.
That's pretty much true.
Well, yeah, I mean, but after 20 years of the fucking market, if iPhone's really that superior, they would have taken over.
Here we go, right here. Just got assaulted. Currently waiting for the police. I cannot stop shaking. Most afraid I've ever been. Lucky to be alive. Was walking home from Subway when Chris Pratt ran up, put a noose around my neck as he called me homophobic slurs. He then yelled, "This is Christian country."
Wow, that's pretty good.
look at her follow-up comment right there.
This
The
news
moose?
is getting itchy. I hope the police arrive soon so I can take it off.
That's really good. That's funny.
Yeah, I like Sophia.
Oh man.
Atris Miniatures for 2. Apple Master Race. Stop being poor and get an iPhone. I mean, my phone costs more than an iPhone.
Speaking of poor, I got 2, okay? Because they're just better, okay?
Yeah, I think my 512 gigabyte Note, or not Note 22, but the Galaxy S22 Plus, which is basically the Note.
Which is basically the Note now.
I think costs more than the new iPhone 512. I think they're at least very close. So
Have
I
they
don't think
added
that-
have they added USB Type-C to the new iPhones yet? Or are you still using that fucking Apple charger, the specific Apple charger? This bullshit.
They
It's
have them on
absolute
iPads.
bullshit. So, huh?
They have them on
USB
iPads.
USB Type-C.
Yeah, for the newer iPads. Not for I don't know for the iPhones. I've been having that same goddamn iPhone for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, yeah, Ripa said he was switching to Android when next time he levels up. So
Because he's a smart man. He's a smart
You
man.
gotta figure it out, man.
Jay,
Y'all heard it here.
Jay is just gonna be done at that point. He's like, shit. If I can convince Ripper, Jay got nothing. He's got nothing.
Got him playing Fortnite. Now he's getting an Android.
He just still does have a picture with him and Kaylee McEnany, so you know
it is hard to, like, if you've been there several generations, like, make the switch, because everything's right there. Everything's so fucking easy, and like all your stuff's preloaded. Like, I don't know if I'll ever switch from Samsung again, honestly, just because I've got so much just specific Samsung shit that's backed up on it. So I don't fucking know.
It is tough once you're that intertwined in whatever you've been for so long. It's a tough switch over.
That's right.
Krista, do you want to go ahead and bounce and start getting everything rolling over there?
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna go to tell them what we're doing.
We're going to be playing Fortnite on Geeks and Gamers Twitch, and I'll be hosting. So you'll get to watch my perspective, which is not the best, but it's very much entertaining because I pick up chickens and pick up people that we shoot down.
And you have what do you have behind you there?
Oh, it's very small, but there is the looting llama. I don't know why it came in that small, but I wish it was the other plushies that I got, but what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Krista
probably
also-
came from China.
Krista does make some insane snipes sometimes too.
Yeah, yeah. That I'm unaware of, apparently. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll go get ready. Yeah.
Hang on. Before you leave, I want to see if I can find that clip of like when we were.
Oh, Jay
Krista-
Hailstorm made a video recently that's on clips where I'm carrying people,
Don't trust
Like
me.
physically carrying enemies.
carrying the team and carrying enemies.
Well, like her first instinct is to, whenever an enemy drops, like she wants to go pick it up
Yeah.
and run around with it. And so, like, this one's so funny because I'm trying to find it right now because it's so funny because Ripa's sitting there complimenting, good shit, Krista, because she killed somebody, you know.
Yeah.
And all she does is walks up and picks it up, and we're in the middle of a battle. So is this it right here? I think this is it. This is it. Like, look how stupid this is, but this is what she does. So, right here. Now watch the battles going on. You know what I mean? And like, we're all like, after she does it, there's a battle going on. Watch.
Good shit, Krista.
Look at Krista getting it done. She goes to pick
There's
them
another
up.
one. There's another one.
Where at?
We got you. We got you. Got him. Knocked him.
Fucking water.
I wanted to go for a swim.
Now look,
I got
we're in the
footsteps.
we're in the middle of a battle here. Watch.
Man, he couldn't handle your dumb shotgun, dude.
Right here.
Good shit, Krista.
She's like, look what I got, motherfucker. Got one of y'all on my shoulder.
The fact that she goes and throws him in the fucking water and just watches him float. Like, I can't imagine how that person feels. It's such a
Well, what's funny to me is that
it's such a
used to do that to troll
disrespectful
people.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
used to do
know.
that to troll people. You just pick people's body up and run around with them, and they're pissed because they're like, put me down. Like, yeah.
So if you guys want to tune into that here in probably about the next 30 or 45 minutes. So Krista,
Yeah.
go ahead and get everything set up. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Good night, everybody.
I
Bye.
Zeus Play for 5. I have Android, but I'm waiting for the Tesla phone to switch. That'd be cool. 5 picoseconds for $5. Says, as someone who actually works for a phone company, iPhones are terrible to work with. Android, specifically Samsung, is way, way better. Appreciate that. 5 picoseconds. Thumb ugly for 5. Apple or Android? Can somebody tell me where to get electronics that aren't slave labored? Much love. Never simp. Never fund your destroyers. And man, I ain't enslaved, so fuck. I don't
labor
care.
a lot with my phone. I've never.
I don't care how many 12-year-old Chinese kids it takes if I fucking get my phone a little bit cheaper. But just saying.
Can you believe he said that?
Man, fucking kids.
As they tweet that on their iPhones.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Mark,
wearing their Nikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Rocking their Nikes.
Fake outrage.
Marcus Henry for $5. More people have Android because Androids are for people who are broke. 100% facts. I suppose
there's not okay. So that argument does have some validity. Okay, and the reason is because when I've talked to people in the past, I'm like, yeah, Android's the best, and it's not even close. They're like, oh, I had an Android. It was terrible. I'm like, what the fuck did you have? And like, oh, I just had an Android. I'm like, a Note? They're like, yeah. No, the fuck, you did not have a Note. And the more you look at it, it's like some free fucking Android phone that they got for like signing up for some shit.
Fucking Cricket wireless phone.
And I'm like, if you use a top of the line Android phone, there is no comparison. But the problem is a lot of people's experience is like a bottom feeder Android phone that gets thrown at them. And to be fair, that's why Apple has such a standing, because Apple does, like, there's a standard that they are not going to just put an Apple iPhone out unless it's a top of the line iPhone.
You're not going to have like a clearance iPhone.
Yeah, it's kind of like how the Wii saturated the market with just every fucking family friendly fucking game they could for like motion control. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what Android does. They flood the market with like whatever we can do to get our phone in your hands. So, just want to make that point.
Steven, there's a lot of comments about these fucking phones. Steven Wasick for $20. Androids are more user-friendly, but iOS is much easier to troubleshoot. But Androids are more reliable. My brother constantly has to get replacement iPhones while I've never had any hardware problems. Major Samsung fanboy. I like Samsung too, Steven. The only time I've ever needed my fucking Samsung phones replaced when I fucking break them for really fucked up reasons. Uncle Sam. It's a Michael Sam, the gay football player. Uncle Sam for $10. Apple died with Jobs. You security conscious folks should know this. Android gives you the best option for beefed up security, more so than the crook Apple. Fact check. True. Love y'all. Read. Thank you very much, Uncle Sam. Sorry I missexuality you. Called you Michael Sam. Mr. VNM1 for $5. As a techie, I prefer Android. Lets me customize my phone without a jailbreak. Also, as usual, fuck Ryan. Ripa, show RK what real tacos taste like. What the fuck would Ripa need to show me that? Well, yeah, it's Ivan. But thank you, Mr. VNM1. Marcus Henry for $2. Also, that's not my opinion. Look it up. Thank you, Marcus Henry. Captain Hyrule for 10. Young Ripa, if you like Souls games and Elden Rings, I highly recommend Nioh. It's like Dark Souls with a Japanese samurai setting, an emphasis on very fast and brutal combat. When Ripa gets back, I imagine he's played Nioh. Romy for 5. Hey, Jay, still waiting on my Rebellion t-shirt. Guess I should have bought a G&G shirt. LOL. Love you guys. Jay's eating. Thank you. Jabraylin Van Zant for $2. Fire Stick or Apple TV? Fire Stick, 100%.
Yep.
1000%. Sejong the Great. We talked about that for $100, but it's worth mentioning again. People compare your phone preference to your income levels are peak poor. Thank you. TJ Carr for $5. Android is absolute garbage when it comes to RAM memory. I just purchased an iPhone 13 Pro with 1 terabyte of RAM. Way better performance overall. I mean, again, like I have my 512 Samsung that I put another 512 expansion card in, which you can actually do with Androids, which you can't do with Apple. And that in total was less than Even though it's more expensive for the 512, it's still less expensive than your 1 terabyte iPhone. So just all kind of depends how you go about it. Provail for $10. I got back on Twitter due to the purchase. Hope Elon makes the site great again. Hell yes.
Looking good so far. We'll see.
Matthew Hammond for 10. Did you see the Kotaku article? I did see this one. Elon Musk buying Twitter sucks, but marginalized game devs aren't leaving. These people will talk a big game, but they will stay or come back on Twitter. Yeah, I think for the most part, that's true. And yeah, that is a real headline. Fantastic, Mr. Knox for 5. The UK journalist who crapped on that Walmart sells firearms, but UK has a high uptick in knife crimes, which resulted in death. Yeah, I mean, the entire UK has been taken over by fucking, well, that's a story for another stream. Captain Hyrule for $10. I remember 2 years back when y'all were doing that live stream about DMCA strikes from Naughty Dog. I was playing Breath of the Wild, listening to the live stream when y'all were struck. I was like, whoa. Yeah, it was nuts. The only one on this series of channels, it wasn't my fault. So that was a good thing. Michaela Rose, what's up, Michaela? For $5 says, I hope Elon's prepared how much the elite are going to try to ruin his life in profits now. We'll see. We'll see. And I know you have a banned account too, so I hope you get yours back. Josh Crutchkey for $5. Elon's at least comfortable with libertarianism as he started PayPal with Peter Thiel. Yeah, and not a lot of people are comfortable with all of the PayPal, policies and stuff like that. But yeah. Ripa, have you ever played Neo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, somebody was just saying if you like Souls and stuff like that, then definitely try out Neo. I'm like, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think those, definitely. That's what got me kind of like with the, getting into Babylon's Fall and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
For sure.
Jabraylin,
we still got 2,900 people here. You guys are crushing it tonight. We had a huge turnout. Really appreciate that, and the fact that we're holding strong. That's great, man. So thank you guys.
Hell yeah,
Jabraylin. That's what happens when you get an exclusive interview with Elon Musk. I'm just saying.
That's true.
And he didn't disavow Geeks and Gamers when he got here.
No.
I'm just saying, that's a pretty big. That's probably what he should have done, but I'm glad he didn't. So, Elon loves us.
Probably would have been smarter for him to do that. Let's see. Slain Hope for 5. Woke Twitter. This panel is very diverse. Good thing we made white supremacy all inclusive. Racists. Indeed. Slain Hope. Steven that way for 5. Lyndon believes Chris Hemsworth just let himself go for Endgame.
Oh God!
Well, when you stop looking out,
Oh my God!
That's really good.
Oh fuck!
That was really good. Holy shit!
Mr. Vietnam 1 for $5. Minor at home, not knowing Spanish is the Hispanic version of how Eric feels about Mike.
What?
I mean, you're not wrong, but you're out of line.
Yeah, like Steph knows like a couple words of Spanish, but anytime I actually need to know something, she's like, I don't know that. It's like, okay.
Yep. And then Ripper posts another Mexican joke on Twitter.
Jesus Christ, man!
It's a cycle.
I'm not fluent.
It's a cycle. I'm not fluent in black either. I mean, only about 50%.
I'm not fluent in black.
You wouldn't understand, Ryan.
Clearly, I don't speak the language.
Just
Ultima
those 2 words, remember?
Yeah. Ultima 2000 for $10. Seeing the 2 drunk 3POs on Twitter is like the 2 Spider-Men pointing at each other.
That's pretty funny.
Vicidius for $10. Do you think Twitter's pulling an Enron with their code right now? You know that thing that the obstruction of Congress charge being thrown at the J6s was actually created for? Again, there's a couple theories about why all the stuff's going on that is. Obviously, they haven't had time to really implement everything. That's going to be a long time before that really happens, but it is interesting to see what's going on for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sean McClure for 2. Drunk 3PO in the white hat is a GTA Vice City NPC.
Kind of looks like one.
Emperor Creatine for 5. I like Kreia when I was younger, but I noticed too much Chris Avalon's mouthpiece in her dialogue nowadays, and it ruined her for me. I think she's a really fucking good character that's very compelling and makes you think about the Force in a different way, even if it's not accurate. Samurai Knight for $2. Senator Armstrong is the best villain in games. Senator Armstrong's good. Darth Gavel for $2. Darth Jar Jar is my favorite villain of all.
Gary loves Darth Jar Jar.
0 Hour Discussions with Jam Cruises. With a heavy heart, I shared a Ripa. R.I.P. Roger Moore. Oh, shit. Bro, Roger Moore and Sean Connery on the same day, man. Brutal. Ripa was so twisted up when he found that out, too. He's like, holy shit, Sean Connery just died.
Oh, man.
Mr. VNM 1 for $10. Mass Effect 1, the mission Vermeer, including the death of a teammate, hearing Sovereign say, "We are the vanguard of your destruction. You exist because we allow it." Literal chills.
Yeah.
It's been a long ass time since I played Mass Effect 1.
Reapers are pretty good. Yeah.
Remember I tried to replay it a couple of years ago, and it before they did the remake, and fuck, the controls are just so
clunky.
Dated on that shit. Yeah, like holy
Even
fuck.
on the Legendary Edition, Mass Effect 1 is it's
tough
rough,
to get
but
through.
it's
I've
slightly
heard.
better. Yeah, they tightened up things, but still, it was rough. Yeah.
John Kokoza, what's up, John? For $5. What's up, main event crew? Who's coming to San Diego for Comic-Con this summer? Let's plan a big meetup party. Hit me up. Potentially. Gary told me I'm going, whatever that means. So maybe. I'll let you know, John. That'd be fun. Joseph Finley for 10. Dat goat look retarded. He looks like a goat. He looks like every goat I've ever seen in my fucking life. Did he ever fucking like try to go head to head with the dogs?
A lot of
and
people
shit?
have asked me, used to ask me that, like because I guess every time they see a goat, they like try to like they think about them trying to like headbutt shit. Nah, Bob never tried to.
If he didn't like grow up with any goats,
but he didn't like. I never remember him like just trying to headbutt shit for the sake of doing it. Nah.
Yeah, if he didn't grow up with fucking goats, maybe he doesn't get it. So
yeah.
Mark Hendricks for $10. I never had a Twitter account because it was so one-sided and toxic, but I think I might actually try it out now. All I know about it is what I see in you guys' vids. Steph, I like your glasses. Well, she went off camera right before. Oh, here she is.
Thank you.
There you go. The glasses are popular tonight. Joseph Finley, we might as well read this one again. For $50 in one screen view, red rim glasses look hot, and drunk 3PO looks retarded. That was after he called Bob retarded, though, so I don't know.
I look like a retarded goat.
No, I'm just saying, if we don't think Bob looks retarded, then maybe it was accurate for you too.
Thank you, Brian.
Boz Bundalo for $10. I'm a legal immigrant living here for 20 years now from Eastern Europe. The only people who lashed out and told me to go home or have yelled obscenities were leftists in all 20 years. Same with the N-word.
Yep.
And for the most part, seems to be it. Jess, aka SBD Girl, for $10 for Jeremy Linden being bullied by me to play Fortnite. Now Johnny too playing his Twitch right now. I still can't believe Linden played Fortnite for 11 and a half hours after Sunday Mario Kart. Now that is retarded.
I mean, it's very, very, very addicting. It's just it's I don't know how to explain it, man. I was very anti Fortnite. I really was. Jay's been trying to get
like I've been trying to get.
Oh God, dude! Jay's been like preaching Fortnite. He's been the Fortnite guy. We've been roasting him.
They would come in my
Fortnite.
chat and laugh at me. They're
Yeah,
like, play Dan's game. I'm like, okay.
just roasting it. Ripper, your camera all jacked up.
Yes, because it's trying to be activated from my.
Okay, I just let you know. Yeah. But yeah, so like Jay's just been like, carrying that Fortnite, kind of flag, and we've just been roasting him nonstop. And now everybody's playing.
Lawnmower Simulator's next.
He's so serious when he plays too. He's like, "Tighten up, team. We gotta go. Come on."
Lawnmower Simulator coming next, guys. That's what G&G will be doing.
Speaking of Fortnite, I'm going to go get ready for the stream. So
all right, cool, I also got to bounce too. So
appreciate you all. Appreciate you, chat. Thank you so much.
Yep. Hey, Mike, what do you got going on Twitch? Tell them to follow you, buddy.
Just keep doing what we're doing on Twitch. I mean, like I said, I passed 600 followers. Trucker Rob went bananas on my channel like 2 days ago and dropped a bunch of fucking gift subs and stuff, man. They made me cry on stream a couple nights before that because of some. Yeah, they hit me with a hype train. We went like 500% past the level 5 hype train and shit. This has been crazy, man. I can't thank everybody enough for the support.
I love it.
So
yeah,
man, it's good stuff,
awesome,
man. Being in a good community. So yeah, just check me out on Twitch. Mike's
dumbass has been with me for
a long time.
How long?
Yeah.
People don't realize it because you just kind of shown up.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you see people, they're like, "Oh, how can I jump in this?" I'm like, dude, I've known Jeremy since the fucking Facebook group. That's been what, 6 years or something now.
Known to me since we had like fucking no YouTube channel. You know, and then you knew me through all the struggle of like.
Hell, we were arguing about Man of Steel when it first came out.
Josiah's cringy fucking videos that couldn't get us to 1,000 subs for 4 fucking years. We are geek. Hey guys, we are geek. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna make really cool content. No fucking body cared, but they've been with me through all of that. Trust me, I had my own. I approved some bad fucking videos to go on that YouTube channel. Not just Josiah.
I got some
far
of them.
worse than that.
Some of them we still talk about to this day. I'm like, man, you remember that video, bro? Yeah.
Oof. No. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
No,
but
it's been good though.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the support. Look forward to all the cool shit we got going on. So I have a lot more announcements, like I said, probably in the next couple months. So with Josiah and shit. So
yeah, can I give a little bit of a plug here for?
Yes, you can.
We're doing
no.
So we have Epic Verse over on Twitter. If you guys want to go give that a follow and stuff, we can't really say much about it yet, but it's something that Mike and I are working on, and a lot of other people, and it's something that I'm very excited about. We have a YouTube channel for it as well. If you want to go check that out, Epic Verse Studios, you can subscribe over there, and we'll be sharing some more information about this very soon. So.
Yep, excited to give you guys more info on that. So it's good stuff what they're doing. So
thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
See you guys later.
All right, I'll see you over on Fortnite in a few, Josiah.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
All right, bye guys.
All right. Yeah, we're almost caught up on Super Chats. It won't be too much longer now. Fuck, where'd it go? Joseph Fazio for 5.
Oh my God. This is what happens when you let Krista run a Twitch channel. Jesus.
What the fuck? Look at Ripper.
I love it. I love it so much.
What the
awesome.
Look at Ripper dancing.
Look at Ripper. He's the Black Fairy Godmother.
I'm dancing right in front of Ripper.
You're dancing together.
Gamer just said it. Jeremy has given her too much power. What the
Jesus Christ.
What a disaster. What a disaster. Go ahead, Ryan.
Joseph Fazio for $5. Everything they built will fall, and from their ashes of the world, we'll build a better one. Apocalypse.
There's the cat. There's the cat.
So I said, I'm dancing in front of Ripper.
Like 3 times.
I didn't see that one. I was too fast paying attention.
And then I like do a blue steel look or something. The turn.
What the fuck?
This shit's dumb as fuck.
You're right, Cam, man. It is my fault. It is my fault.
Look at Jay's face in the top right, though.
I know he's eating a lollipop.
I don't know why it's lagging.
It looks terrible.
It's lagging.
Oh, there's the bear.
Is that just
Oh my
me,
God.
or is it lagging
It's
for
probably
everybody?
just you and on Streamlabs or something, or on StreamYard. Monopoly Loser for 5. I like both iPhone and Samsung phones, but Apple Messages is the major deciding factor for me. Me too. If I see people with Apple Messages, I usually just block them. Fluffy Panda for 2. If special gets you Gina, I want to be Jay Special. There you go.
Cheers.
Jane Theory for a $5 super chat. A keep it up sticker. Thank you, Jane. Another Fortnite fan. Monopoly Loser for 5. Free Obama phones are cheapo Androids. That's how the numbers are inflated for Android.
I like it. I respect that. I respect that theory right there.
No,
that's pretty funny.
I can respect that.
I tried to get one. Tried to get one of those phones for free. I was denied.
What kind of phones are they?
Like a Junebug phone.
Oh God, that's not fucking an Android.
It's an Android server. It is.
That doesn't count.
When it came,
if your goal is to just to sell it to fucking people
They're free.
that people that are using fucking food stamps to get to fucking pay their Verizon bill or whatever. If that's like your goal to
They're
sell
free.
to, yeah, those don't count.
You got 100 text messages a month, and I think it was like 30 hours a month.
Sam U. Ray for 10. Motorola Androids are better than Samsung. They're indestructible compared to fragile Samsungs. Mine got run over by a car, and the screen has a dent instead of a crack. Sounds like you're fucked either way. I mean, you got a fucking dent in your phone. You got a tire-shaped dent in your phone. The fuck's that gonna do you? Steph Wilson for $5 says Elon is the new Trump. Media will crucify him for years to come. Probably. Mike Hill for $10. After 20 years of being released, some networks are now edit. Yes, I'm gonna make a video about this actually. After 20 years of being released, some networks are now editing out Tobey Maguire's line from Spider-Man because it's homophobic. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband make it? That's getting edited out, and Sam Raimi's being labeled a
pretty gay,
homophobe.
God, dude, it's so ridiculous, man.
Pretty gay.
I'm so tired of these fucking people.
Jesus Davila for 10 with a thumbs up. Thank you, Jesus. Orange Red for 5. Tim Pool's Times Square WAP post shaming Billboard for doxing libs of TikTok. Money well spent or waste of money? Money well spent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, like for people that have money and they have money to spend, I think I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, I think doing that is huge. I think it's a huge message that could get the word out there to more people. Taylor Lorenz already has blown up libs of TikTok.
Over a million.
They went from 500,000 followers before this happened to 1 million now.
Yep.
Right. In a span of like a week.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely good to continue putting a spotlight on it.
Yeah, 100%.
Fluffy Panda for 2. I'm still mad at General Shepard for killing Ghost. There you go. Joe becomes a channel member, and I probably missed all the membership stuff because I didn't have the live stream up. So for all the new members, we do really appreciate it. We've got 5 new members this stream.
All right, so well, I got Cam Man's got a member message. Krista is my favorite black male streamer now. Sorry, Ripa. Oh, that's because of the unbreaded. And then we got Grim became a new member. Thank you, Grim. GJJ member for 6 months says hello all. Blue Grass Berserker, the lefties are in crisis mode. Bashi Washi becomes a new member. Thank you. Let's see. Zhang the Great becomes a member. I think that's it. I think that's all. I'm scrolling through right now to see. 3, 2, boom. And Joe becomes a new member. So 5 new members tonight. Thank you guys. That is awesome. Thank you to all the Streamlabs donations and the super chats and just everybody for being here. We had about 4,200 people here and held 4,000 while we were on point on the conversation. Obviously that number's going to, so that's huge. That's a great number. We appreciate that. We love Tuesday night's main event. Going to go around the horn. Ryan, what do you got going on?
Well, real quick, Jess SPD Girl did put one last one in there for $5. Oh, heard about somewhere you guys need to do a next road trip. Uranus, Missouri. Tourist attraction size of a small town and has a fudge shop. I'm not surprised that there's fudge in Uranus. Thank you, Jess. Razio Mutant becomes a channel member. Thank you. Fantastic Mr. Knox for Aussie $5. Kerrigan from StarCraft Brood Wars is my favorite thing. Hell yeah. Homerostasis for 5. New members. Time for Canadian Membear.
Oh no.
Now, so interesting that there is an idea about a potential like massive like cross-country road trip that could be in the cards in the next few months. I'm not going to give all the specific details yet, but there's a discussion, a big kind of road trip that we could be doing where we'll be stopping off at different places. It's going to be extremely expensive, but it could be a lot
also
of fun.
far too early to have any discussions like realistically about it for you guys to expect. So
yeah. We're talking like 6-8 months down the road. You know what I mean? So we got to get it all planned out. We got to get MegaCon and October behind us.
The voice of Ryan Reason.
Got a lot of other stuff to fucking worry about.
Yeah.
I had one day off on Saturday, like my first day off in fucking months, where I didn't make any content, and I felt so fucking bad about it. I shit out like 10 videos the next day, and like 12 videos the one after that. So, yeah, I'm not taking any more days off. I get one every quarter. That's the rule I've established for myself. If I fucking get sick, I get 1 day off every fiscal quarter. So I'm just going to continue to grind on Sports Wars and my channel and make more videos for Patriot Outpost. Eventually, I'll do a stream over there. I was supposed to do a stream and hit 10,000 subscribers. That was like a month ago. I need to do one for this Musk thing probably. So other than that, just fucking doing my thing.
All right, sorry. I was Chris's stream was showing laggy for me on my computer, but I guess it's not laggy for anybody else. So yeah, so we're gonna go live over on Twitch. We're going to play some Fortnite. Me, Josiah, Jay, and Krista will be hosting. Looking forward to that. Other than that, good to have Steph here. Steph taking timestamps so we can clip out. Maybe she can get another 350,000 view video out of it. Ripa, staying hydrated over there. I really want to talk shit about Mario Kart, but he's been beating me so bad lately. I really
a month in, man, full month of domination.
And he's been arguing in the G&G comments
yeah,
section.
because motherfuckers think I'm an illegitimate president. So I had to make sure we fortified that.
He's going full Odin, you know. So, so yeah, I saw you argue with people.
Yeah, with the fake news.
Hey, I saw some support. People finally were realizing that I am being targeted. My team is targeting me. They're finding enjoyment. They can't find, like, my team has to, deal with me being the boss all the time. In a Mario Kart, they can be like, no, but this one we can get his fucking ass back. And Jay Hailstorm is the worst. Jay Hailstorm is the worst. So I'm just saying, it pisses me off. But either way, thank you guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you on Twitch here shortly. Jay, happy back on Twitter, buddy.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back here with everybody.
No, you're not.
Canadian bear.
Rip a fucking left.
Don't blame him.
He's like, I'm over it. He's probably trying to hop on Fortnite real quick. 0 hour discussion with JM Cruz. Thank you for the 25 Philippine pesos. Mr. Vietnam 1 for 5. Can y'all get Tugs to join? Really want to simp for her here. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Vietnam 1. Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Have a great night. And we will talk to you later. Bye, everyone. And 3, 2.